Hey there, Wargamers! Welcome to another episode of War of the Realms. You got Luka and Rob here from MiniWarGaming. Now, actually, Rob's got his own channel as well. It's Board Game Maniacs on YouTube if you want to check him out. He does a bunch of, well, board games and small-scale skirmish games like Project Z and some games from Warlord games as well. So if you're a fan of Warlord games and Project Z and all those kind of games, go check him out on his YouTube channel. Anyways, what we're going to do for you guys today is play a 2,000 point game, you know, as per standard. I'll be using the new, I think it's Nurgle, Maggotkin Nergal, I believe that's what it's called, yeah. Maggotkin Nergal. So it's essentially the Nurgle Demonkin Age of Sigmar book. We got that in, and I've always liked Nurgle. I play Nurgle Demonkin in 40k, so I'll try mode in Age of Sigmar. Rob, for the first time here, is going to try out Ironjawz, because, well, he's always had an inkling to orcs. He likes the orcs in all Shadespire and Age of Sigmar Skirmish, so he has a tendency to want to play orcs here as well. So Quirk made him up a list, and gonna be taking this one a little bit slow because these are both new books for both of us. So hopefully you guys enjoy this game. We have yet to figure out a scenario, but we're gonna go do that right now as we show you the armies. All right, folks, here you have it, Maggotkin and Nergal. So the new book for Age of Sigmar. I'm always eager to see what the new books are, and this one's right up my alley. I'm pretty much waiting for this one and whatever next death one that comes out. Right off the bat, you can see it's a lot of familiar faces in the Nurgle line. So we have Plague Bearers, Beasts of Nurgle, Plague Drones. We have our Herald of Nurgle with his new name, a Poxbringer, because there's 3 different types of Heralds of Nurgle now. So there's a Poxbringer, a Slippity Pipe Bearer. They got weird names. And more Plague Bearers. A Great Unclean One. This is the Forge World one, so it's not one of the new kits, which are very impressive, I might add. And over here we got Blight Kings. These are now, they're considered mortals and Rotbringers. So Rotbringers is the new keyword in the book. And it kind of goes along with the Blades of Khorne book, where you could, well, you can use anything from a Demon of Khorne to a Mortal of Khorne. And I believe the middle one is where the, like all the new Blades, all the new Khorne models lie. I can't remember what they're called. But they're a mix of both Demon and Mortal, so that's where they fall, and they can choose to take artifacts from that area. They have, like, the Rotbringers have their own artifacts, their own magical items, well, magic spells, and command traits. But for this one, I'm going to be focusing mainly on the Demons in Nurgle, mainly because that's what we have a lot of. We only have the 10 Blight Kings. We don't have any of the new Maggotkin models, which are the Blight Kings riding the drones over here, essentially, or any of the new command that comes along with that. So we're keeping it simple, keeping it to the Demons in Nurgle. Now for what I actually brought was a Greater Unclean One. He will be my Warlord. He's going to have the Pestilent Breath command trait, which is essentially in the shooting phase. I pick an enemy unit within, it's either 6 to 9 inches, and I roll a d6 for each one. On a 5 up, they suffer a mortal wound, which I think is pretty good. Pretty good. He'll have Endless Gif, which is the relic. And the relic, well, oh, by the way, I'm also taking a battalion, so I'll be having 2 relics. I'll go into detail about the battalion afterwards. This relic is at the beginning of the battle shock phase. For every wound he's taken, I roll a d6. On a 4 up, I gain that wound back. Hopefully, this guy's going to be incredibly durable. If not, then it was pointless to take that relic. And for a spell, he's going to have his own built-in spells, and he's allowed to take a spell from the Demon and Nurgle list, and he's taking Sumptuous Pestilence, which is essentially casting value 7. Every enemy unit within 7 suffers a mortal wound. If that unit has 5 or more models, it's D3 mortal wounds. Next up, my other hero, the Poxbringer. He will have, for a spell, he's allowed to take from the Demon and Nurgle spell as well. He'll have Favored Poxes, which is, it sounds pretty powerful on paper. I don't know how it's going to work in play, but essentially, as long as he doesn't move after casting this, or doesn't attempt to cast it again, it's like remains in play if you're familiar with fantasy stuff. They reroll, -1 to hit, to wound, and saving throws. So that's a huge debuff. And the Bountiful Swarm, which is his relic, because I have the detachment, or the battalion, which I'll go into detail, is essentially in the hero phase. I believe it's the hero phase, I'll double check right now actually. Yes, that was correct, it was the hero phase. So, pick an enemy model within 3 inches of this model at the start of the hero phase, and I roll a d6. If I roll higher than its wound characteristic, it is just slain outright. And if it had 4 or more wounds when it was slain, I get to add a Beast of Nurgle to the list, but I don't actually have the points for that, so that won't be coming up. We have a squad of 20 Plague Bearers with the full command, the banner, music, and champion. And 30 Plague Bearers, just because we can't have 25 in Age of Sigmar. We have a unit of 2 Beasts of Nergal. Now these guys are pricey, these are 100 points each. Let's see if they're worth it. 3 drones, we have the musician and the banner. And 2 identical squads of Blight Kings. Now these guys haven't been fielded ever in Age of Sigmar, maybe a long while ago. Ideally what I'm going to be doing with them is I'm just going to pop them off those bases and put them on circular bases, just because they're not being used in fantasy. They're just terrible in fantasy. So they'll be seeing more play in Age of Sigmar. Ideally these guys throw out a bunch of attacks, and if they roll a 6 to hit, it does D6 hits instead of the 1 with their weapons. One thing to note that's new with the army, its overall battle trait, or the army-wide special ability, is there's a cycle of diseases and nasty viruses that they dish out throughout the battle, and at the start of the first battle round, but before the first player takes their turn, you roll a d6 to consult the chart or the wheel, and that's where your disease starts. And at the start of the next round, it moves up the track by 1, and it keeps going in the circle until the game ends. Now the spells and abilities that let you increase or move it up a track or move it backwards a track, which would be useful. Ideally, that's their new thing. That's how they work. Now they also have this contagion or contamination ability, which is at the start of your turn you get 3 points, and then throughout the game you'll get more points, a lot like the Blades of Corn body tally. And this one only lets you summon in new units, so I don't have any points, so that won't be coming up this game, but in future games these guys do have very easy access to summoning in more Nurgle demons. And finally, I swear I'll stop talking soon guys, we have the Taliban of Nergal, which is the battalion. This one requires a Great Unclean One, 1 to 3 heroes, so the Poxbringer, Herald of Nergal. Oh, the other ones are here. We got the Sloppity Bile Piper and Spoil Pox Scrivener. Those are the 2 new Heralds of Nergal that you get in this army book. But I'm only bringing the Poxbringer, which is the standard Herald of Nergal that everyone should be used to. I have to bring 4 to 7 units in combination. Alright, another unit of Plague Bearers. How embarrassing. And would you look at that? That little embarrassing moment is now fixed. I'm actually at 2,000 points now instead of the 1960 I was at. We have 3 squads of Plague Bearers, so ignore that squad of 30. The Massive Regiment is now down to a squad of 20, 20, and a full command squad of 10. Because I thought this battalion was 3 units, not 4. So ideally, you need a squad of any mixed combination of Plague Drones and Plague Bearers equaling 4 to 7. I only have the 4, because we actually don't have any more models in this. And you were allowed to bring Beasts of Nergal or Nurglings as well, so I'll have the 1 extra unit of Beasts of Nergal. Ideally, this is a 220 point battalion, so I don't think it's actually worth it. Battalions rarely are these days, but I wanted to bring it because might as well try out one of the new battalions, right? Anyways, with this one, you get increased contagion points, so that's not going to matter. And the one that does matter is the droning masses. At the start of your hero phase, each unit of this battalion heals 1 wound that has been allocated to it. And for Plague Bearers, you get to return D3 slain models to the unit instead. So hopefully, getting Plague Bearers back and healing wounds will come into play. If not, then maybe it's not worth 220 points. And that is it for my Maggotkin list. And here's a pretty standard Ironjawz list that you guys are probably used to. It is Destruction, so it's not actually Ironjawz, it'll be following Destruction, just because Destruction has access to Bellowing Tyrant and Battle Brew. Ideally, the leader here is the Mega Boss on a Maw Crusher. He'll have the Bellowing Tyrant and Battle Brew relic. There's no battalion, so there'll only be the 1 relic, and again, it is the General. We have an Orc Mega Boss right beside him. We have ourselves an Orc Weird Knob Shaman and an Orc War Chanter. For Battle Line, we've got Ard Boys, 20 of them, the full command out front, and it'll be the Orc banner, so it's +2 bravery if they're in combat. We have 2 squads of Orc Brutes with the Choppas, and we have 3 units of 3 Orc Gore Gruntas. And well, it's a very smaller elite list, and this one's actually 1940, so I'm at 2,000 and Rob's at 1940. This is the table that Rob and I are going to be playing on. This is of course from Erd Mats, and this is Adam from Greenleaf Terrain's Terrain. All of this actually. He made all of this. This is all for Gorka Morka, but I like using it. If I'm ever facing orcs, I like to play in a barren area because I have no imagination. And we're playing the Duality of Death. So this one is players deploy on these sides of the table, and we're going to fight for these 2 objectives, and only heroes and monsters can hold these objectives, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins the game. It's a very basic scenario. It's one of the 6 basic ones. And Rob chose this side, and he'll be deploying his units first, and I will be on that side. I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. Showing off deployment so far, my Blight King's on the right and on the left, because the rest is battalions, so it's about to come down now. We have Gore-Gruntas, Ardboys, and more Gore-Gruntas, kind of all in the center. This one you're not allowed to deploy within 12 inches of the edge of the board, so the line's like right there and 12 inches up. I'm just going to throw down my battalion now. I've thrown down my battalion. Plague Drones, Plague Bearers. We have our Poxbringer, the Beasts of Nergal. These guys are actually right here. And then Greater Unclean One on this side, so ideally the 2 heroes are trying to go for the flanks. And we have Plague Bearers, squad of 10 Plague Bearers, and the Blight Kings. I felt like this... I tried to split up my forces evenly. There's a lot of support on this side. The Greater Unclean One can be a pain if things go as I hope they go. So I decided to put the Plague Bearers over here just to help in case. Can't really do too much with the lack of deployment on the side, so you're kind of really stuck in the middle with how the terrain is. Rob is just finishing his deployment now. Mega Boss, the Ardboys, the Weird Knob Shaman, Brutes, Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, more Brutes. It's just a whole line of yellow. And so tally for heroes is I only have the 2, boop, which can carry objectives, whereas Rob here has 4. He's got the Mega Boss on foot, Weird Knob Shaman, the War Chanter, which is right there. Actually, it's hard to see. You can see his 1 stick. And we have Mega Boss on Maw Crusher. They can all hold these objectives. I finished deploying first, so I'm going to say Rob gets first turn. And let's figure out what my little Nurgle demon disease cycle is. This is the chart. I'll give you guys a little peek so you can see where it's at. I'm going to roll a d6 right now. So we are going to start on number 6. Starting on Rampant Disease. At the start of your hero phase, pick D3 different enemy units, not including Nurgle ones, within 12 inches of each other, and they all suffer D3 mortal wounds. Alright Rob, you're going first as your hero phase. What do you want to do first?
Well, my big boss here, he's gonna do his wah!
Oh, so yeah, his command ability, his wahs, pretty much...
Yep. Anything within 15 inches of the base of this gets a bonus. I gotta roll a d6, and then we, according to the chart, we see what it is.
Yeah, so the d6, we count how many units? 6! Oh my gosh,
nice.
Alright. So there's definitely 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, 5, and then the Shaman is 6. So as long as you have 6 or more units, when you roll a 6, you get +2 attacks on everything. So everything has +2 attacks, and so the start of your next hero phase, which is brutal. What else do you want to do?
Well, I'm also going to use my Shaman here, and he's going to cast on here to get...
oh, Mystic Shield?
Yes,
okay.
Mystic Shield. Alright.
So he's got 20 guys within range of him, so he gets +2 to cast. He gets a Mystic Shield on them, +1 of their saving throw.
Yep.
Last thing, the War Chanter gets +1 to hit to a unit within 10.
Yep, he's giving them to these little guys right here.
The brutes, the little guys.
Well, compared to them, they're little.
Little guys. Anyways, that's it for the hero phase. On to moving. Alright Rob, movement time. What do you want to do first?
Well, I'm going to move these guys up their distance, and also I'm going to try to run them just so that they can kind of get up close to the marker and block it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would too. So they're going to move 9 plus d6. 2, so they're going 11 inches.
Yep, keep them coherency, right?
Yeah, keep them coherent.
Yep.
11 takes them about right there.
So I'm going to do the same thing with this unit too as well. Run how many inches? 2.
So they're going 11 as well.
Yeah, 11 inches.
They're just trying to follow their buddies on the other side of the map.
So roughly right here.
Yeah. You can get right nice and close to the objective. Now only heroes and behemoths can hold these, but you're kind of paving the way for your guys.
I'm going to run my unit, so they move 4 plus...
These are the Ardboys. So
Ardboys, yes.
They're
5.
going 9 inches.
9 inches.
Ardboys ending up there.
Yeah, and I'm going to move the Mega War Boss up too as well.
So is he gonna run or just move?
I'm going to run him. Why not?
So he's moving 4 plus
4 plus 5. 9.
That's not... Well, I guess everything's just keeping the same pace.
Yeah, which is good. Okay, I'm going to do my Shaman. I'm going to move him and run him too as well.
He's going 6?
Yep.
Not as far.
But far enough, maybe, hopefully.
He's a wizard. He doesn't really be too far forward.
I'm going to...
War Chanter.
Yeah, the War Chanter. He's going to do some War Chanting and run too as well.
4 plus 4.
8. Nice.
Okay, getting pretty close to the objective. Ending up there behind the Gorgruntas.
I'm going to take my Gorgrunta unit. I'm going to run them up the board too as well. 5.
Alright, they're going 14.
Yep.
Second unit of Gorgruntas ending up right behind.
I'm going to take my Brute unit and I'm going to run them up too as well.
Oh wow, 10. That's pretty good. Brutes ending up there. Then, what do you want to move next? Second unit of Brutes or the Maw Crusher?
I'm going to leave the Maw Crusher here.
They just kind of clean up at the end of the game.
Yep.
I definitely can't hold that against you. What about those Brutes there, though?
So, my other Brutes are going to run this way for support.
They're going to go near the Yard Boys and the Mega Boss on foot.
See what happens. 3 more inches.
7 for them. Brutes ending up there, and that is it for movement. We're going to go on to shooting, which I believe is non-existent. So, there's no charges because everything ran. And that's going to be the end of the turn. Alright, on to the start of my turn. I'm going to go with my Rampant Disease, which is part of my Cyclone. I'm going to pick 3 enemy units within 12 inches of each other. And they're going to take D3 mortal wounds each. I'm just going to go with these 3. All 3 of those will take D3 mortal wounds. Ard Boys, Mega Boss on foot, and the Gorgruntas are taking 3 mortal wounds each.
Ouch.
So I know that the Ard Boys have 2 wounds each. That kills one off and puts a wound on another. So one of these is gonna die.
Oh, no fear! And he goes down to 1 wound. Oh, I'm still alive!
And then we're gonna have... Oh, how many wounds do these guys have each? Probably 5. And then the Gorgruntas, one's down to 2. And your Mega Boss on foot is down to 4. I'm gonna try and... I feel like I'm weaker on this side because I don't have my Great Unclean One. And I'm gonna need help over there. Grandfather's Joy, which is his command ability, is going to go off, and it's going to target a Nurgle demon within 21 inches, so the Blight Kings are out. I could go with them. It gives them all +1 attack, but they're kind of poopy with their weapons. I could do it to these guys here, but they might not get into combat. So I might just do it on my Great Unclean One. He himself will get his own command ability. My Poxbringer. Ooh, I have to look at the spells. I was going to Arcane Missile, but I might not. Yeah, his spell's only... I had to pick a plague. I could pick a Plague Bearer unit, and then an enemy unit within 7 inches of them suffers an Eruptive Infestation, which is D3 mortal wounds. I'm just gonna Arcane Missile. I kind of want to do it to the Mega Boss. I want to get the Mega Boss out of here because he's pretty durable. He's got a good save. He throws out a ton of damage, and I just want him dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to Arcane Missile him. I actually get it with a 5. Never mind. I'm a big cheat. I have to do it to the Gorgruntas. They're the only ones in range.
You're a big cheetah.
I am. I was checking to see if the Weird Boy, or the Weird Knob, could dispel. I'm like, wait a second. I don't even think I'm in 18 inches of that Mega Boss. So the Gorgrunta is going to take D3 mortal wounds. 1. He's down to 1. Great Unclean One is going to... I almost want to Mystic Shield these guys. Oh, I'm going to Mystic Shield my Blight Kings. Of course. I get it with an 8. So they're +1 to their saving throw. His other spells are out of range. It seems... Well, they're all spells really short range. They throw out a lot of mortal wounds and have a lot of nasty... hexes, but for now, that is the end of my hero phase. We're going to movement. I'm going to start with these Blight Kings. It's scary, but I'm going to advance them. They're going 4 plus 2 because of their musician. So they're going 6. Which brings the Blight Kings up to here. I'm kind of banking on the double turn here. Probably a terrible idea, but you know, whatever. Running the Plague Bearers in the back. Same thing with their musician, going 6. Plague Bearers, the bigger squad of 20, advancing, turning that into a 4 because they're Music Man. Sad face, cheating again. The musicians are different in Age of Sigmar as they are in 40k. So, all their musicians do is make it so enemies reroll battle shocks of 1. Which is pretty good, I suppose. And they're only going to go forward 5 inches, which will take them just behind the Blight Kings. Ending up like that. Actually, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I want to make room for Mr. Great Unclean One. I want him trapping himself like some fool. There we go. Going to advance him. 1! That's a grand total of 6, which is going to take him to right there. Super fast. Squad of 20 Plague Bearers here. 6! Okay, they're going 10. Ugh. 10 takes them way up here. I all of a sudden don't really want this. Herald advancing next. It's going 6. Herald goes to there. Now the Beasts of Nergal are going to advance. I don't know what they move. They're weird. That was a 4. So that is going to take them up to here. And they can charge after they run, but they didn't really get that far. I forgot they could charge after they run. I should have put them at the front line. Oh well. Anyways, Blight King's up next, making a run. They're going 9 inches. No, 10 inches, because they got the Music Man. So 10 inches up to here. You know what, we're actually going to go back a few inches and kind of get like a better formation, because right now it's kind of garbage. So 10 inches takes him there, and he'll go here. Just going to run them. They're moving 8 plus 4 for 12. 12 won't get me past the Blight Kings, but it will get me to about here. And that's it for my turn as well, because I have no shooting, nothing's in range. I have no charges to do. Actually, I do have one charge. The Beast of Nergal can attempt to charge. 11. That 11 was actually more than enough. So I'm going to say they're going to pile in and swing now. I guess it doesn't really matter where they... Yeah, no, over here. Over here is better. Can't get them within 7 of him, so there's no point in trying. Here's their attacks with their... I believe it's their tongues. 3s hit with their tongues. Double hit. 3s to wound. Double wound. There's no rend on this, though, so we have to figure out what their armor save is. So they have a 4-up save, but they do have Mystic Shield, so they have a 3-up. Oh, alright, well, fine. Fine. Now I have 2d6 attacks with their random claws and weird bodies, and I get 3. 3 attacks. Forced to hit. Yep.
That was good.
They're 100 points each. They're not so bad if they're within range of a hero, though, so they get double the damage on all their attacks. Or damage plus 1. So double the damage on the 2d6 one, but d3 plus 1 for the other one. I just needed to do 1 wound. You get to fight back now. So the Gore Grunters are piling in now, swinging at the Beast of Nergal. These two. This one has to pile into the Plague Bearers, and he's going to swing into the Plague Bearers. Of course, they don't have to pile in, but Rob chose to pile in because he's only down to 1 wound, so he wants some attacks out of him before he might die. So we're going to go with their Gore Hackers, or the Jagged Gore Hackers. The champion's here, so it's going to be 7 attacks into my Beast of Nergal and 3 attacks into my Plague Bearers. Hitting on 4s against my Beast. We have 3 hits, 3s to wound me, and this is going to be -1, so I think I only have a 6-up save. Alright, one wound. 6-up armor save. Nope. And it's only 1 damage each, so I'll have a 5-up Disgustingly Resilient. I'd take no damage. Now the mounts into my Beast of Nergal. 8 attacks, hitting on 4s.
This is where you go down, Luka.
I actually might. That's not bad. Pretty average. Good job, Rob. I congratulate you. Now you're wounding on 4s.
Again, boop. You're going down.
I don't want
down.
No. There's no rend on this one. I only have a 5-up. We're rolling into a 5-up. No, I actually take a wound because of Disgustingly Resilient. 6 wounds on that Beast of Nergal left. And now we'll have this guy do his 3 attacks with his Jagged Gore Hack Choppa Swinger. Not the Choppa. Anyways, Gore Hacka, and then the mount will go afterwards. So 3 attacks on 3s, or 4s I mean, and then 3s. This one's got longer range. 3s, 2 wounds. Oh boy. 6-up save on my Plague Bearers. Oh, fail both. They were -1 to hit in combat, but you hit both attacks anyway, so Disgustingly Resilience. I make 1, I fail 1. I do lose a Plague Bearer. Now the mount would also be the -1 to hit, so he's only hitting on 5s with the 4 attacks.
Trying getting all 6s.
We got 1 6, and that's wounding on a 4.
5. 6.
6 is good enough, I suppose. 5-up save. Nope. Disgustingly Resilient. No, I do lose another Plague Bearer, so I'll lose 2 altogether. Now the Plague Bearers are going to pile in and attack back. 14 attacks, including the champion. 4s to hit. I forgot to reroll 1s for them, but oh well. And by reroll 1s, I mean they're saving throws because they were nearby a Nurgle hero. 3s to wound. Oh, that's not bad. No rerolls or anything like that, but these are all 3-up saves. 3-up save. Yeah. I just needed to do 1 wound.
Nope.
On to Battle Shock. To them, I need to roll a 1 to get him back. I do! They have the Icon Bearer, so if I ever roll a 1 in a Battle Shock for Plague Bearer units, I get D6 Plague Bearer units back into the unit. 3, but I can only have up to the units starting. Just putting them back over there. Back up to 20. So recap of that battle round, not a whole lot. Rob went first, advanced everything up the board, trying to get towards the objectives. On my end, I did much the same, anticipating a second turn, but the Beast of Nurgle actually got a charge off, which kind of made some weird stuff happen over here. So now I'm not too sure what to do. And I could go first again here, or I could go first now and get 2 turns in a row, but you also have double attack on everything, and going twice in a row this early on is not that great. But at the same time, I don't feel like taking a Gorgrunt to charge. I don't know. Yeah, we'll roll off and figure it out, and then I'll decide. Maybe the dice will just say you get to decide. I got a 5. You have a 5. We reroll. Alright, fine. Let's see if I can roll better. I'll take a 5 again. 6. You decide who goes first. So we're on to the hero phase. Rob is actually saying to go first, just because he does have a better chance to get. This objective is going to be hard to get on because he can get within 3 inches of it, but the plague bears are making it so he can't. But he can do some fighting over there. Meanwhile, that war chanter can easily get on that objective, so Rob's going to go for it and start tacking up the victory points.
So at the hero phase, the chanter here, he is going to give his ability to +1 hit into the front.
Oh, the Gorgruntus? Yeah.
The Gorgruntus,
that
yes.
Makes sense. Command ability from your Mega War Boss is the Big Wah.
Yep.
And you have 6 units within 15 of them, so if you roll 6 again, you get +2 attacks. Otherwise, you're getting the +1. +1 is still pretty good, though. I'm
getting a D6. I'm getting a 6, I mean. That's it.
You had it last time, so I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Alright, so only +1 attack to everything within 15 of them.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm going to do Mystic Shield on you guys.
Who are you doing it on?
The weird knob, he's going to cast this Mystic Shield.
You want to do it on the Brutes, or the Gorgruntas, or the Ard Boys? Or your leader, or the Mega Boss.
Yeah, I'm doing it on the leader.
The Mega Boss?
Yep.
You don't want him to die? I guess, yeah, because he needs to hold the objective.
Yeah, I need to get up there to the objective and hold it.
Alright then, Mystic Shield on him. It'll be 2d6. You're looking for what looks to be a 3, or a 4, because you got a lot of guys nearby. Don't roll doubles, though.
Don't say that.
Ah, you got it. So, +1 saving throw to the Mega Boss. He's at a 3-up, I think. On to movement, what do you want to do?
Well, my Mega War Boss, he's just going to move up here.
And stay 3 inches
just so he can support, stay 3 inches away from
the Beast of Nurgle, yeah.
Beast of Nurgle.
Ard Boys here are moving.
Yeah. My Ard Boys, I'm going to try to get them so that they're going to have the ability to charge. So they're going to move up and kind of pivot around so I can attack them.
Yeah, so 4 inches on an Ard Boy. Ard Boys ending up there?
Next, the Orc Brutes are going to run them.
Yeah.
So to get them just up around this area, so it's going to be better attack next time.
Boing. They're going a grand total of 5 inches.
So these guys 5 inches up, which is horrible, but you know, 1 inch better than what they did before.
Yeah, it's better than their 4-inch move. Yeah, they weren't getting into combat this turn. There's nowhere they could really go. Weird knob.
Yeah, my weird knob is going up 4 inches. Just to kind of keep there, but not totally there. Yeah,
he's a shaman. It's a wizard. It's weird for them. He wants to be closer to the objective just in case that guy fails. This is the safest bet. The Gorgrunt is moving up.
Yeah, they're moving up.
Staying 3 inches.
9 inches would be here, but they have to keep 3 inches away from the base. So that's roughly where they're moving.
Hopefully these Blight Kings are better than I hope they are.
Alright, so...
The War Chanter.
Yeah, the War Chanter, he's going to try to get up there. So he has to run, because he only moves 4.
Okay,
plus 6.
10.
Nice.
Hey, there you go, that's what you wanted. So, yep, he claims that objective now, because he finished a move on top of it without retreating. And that's his until someone takes him off it. I had to literally kill him with another hero or Behemoth.
So, the...
Gorgrunta.
Gorgruntas.
Yeah, Gorgrunta.
Are going to run up, you know, here, because he's going to add some support still.
Just going to stay behind the front rank of Gorgruntas just in case they die. There'll be a second unit of Gorgruntas to help them out. They could run around this way, but then, I don't know, could run around this way, but it puts you in range for my Greater Unclean One spells. I'm not too sure what I want to do with him yet, actually. The orcs are always so strenuous to fight against. They're very armored, and they do a lot, and they're fast. And by fast, I guess they only move 4 inches, but they're annoying all the same.
Alright, so the Brutes are going to try to run up here. Hopefully they're not going to fail too bad, so then it'll give me my my Mega War Boss to come up here.
Alright, let's see what they get. They're going 4 plus... Okay,
6.
There you go. 10. Aha. Ending up right there. And we have one last guy.
Oh yes, the big guy.
The Mega War Boss on Maw Crusher.
So for my Mega Boss and the Maw Crusher, he moves up 12 and 12. We just, you know, about here. I'm not going to run him because he's not in range, so I'm just going to move him up to here.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Nothing's in range for a shot either, so.
Nope. So there we go.
That's it for movement. We're going to go on to shooting. There's none. Nothing's in range. And on to charges, there's a lot. Where do you want to begin on this one? I guess these guys would make the most sense.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to start charging there.
Gorgrunta unit's going to charge.
Yep, I'm going to charge with these bad boys right here. Come on!
9 is pretty good number.
Yeah.
So that 9 inches, it's going to take all of them to the greater unclean one. And next up we have and opens up a charge range for the next group of Gorgruntas. And these guys are good on the charge. They do extra damage with the mounts. So you want them to be charging.
Yep. It's all or nothing.
Don't roll little numbers here though.
Don't say that.
Don't roll little numbers. That's a little number. Okay, so your brutes are up next. They're going to try and charge. Don't roll little numbers. That's all you have to do. Just don't roll little numbers.
Why do you have to say that?
It's because I don't want you to roll little numbers.
Yeah, sure you don't.
7. They needed a 10 to get into the Blight Kings. Well, we do have these Gorgruntas in. Woohoo! And
my Mega War Boss on the Maw Crusher. He's going to try to charge. So
a 12. He needed a 12 to get in.
See, this just happened.
No. Little numbers. Little numbers. All right, there's a 3.
6.
I don't even know what the other is. The other one a 6? Oh, 6 altogether. That was scary. She's halfway there. All right, what do you want to charge over here? You want to do the Mega War Boss on the foot, or you want to do the Ard Boys?
I'm trying the Ard Boys first.
Ard Boys? All right.
Ard Boys.
So I think they can't even fail this one. They get +2 to their charge because they're Music Man. So 2d6 plus 2, essentially. 8, 9.
Oh, yeah.
So they're all coming in. That's the 9 inches. Trying to get as many over here, because if you can kill this guy off. Another thing you're doing here, of course, is leaving my Poxbringer unable to pile in. He's stuck over here. He can't move over to the objective. And the reason it's like that is so you have room for the brutes to charge in.
That's right. So I'm going to have to try to charge the brutes.
All right, let's see how far they go. I don't know how much they need, but I'm going to guess a 7.
I'm getting big numbers.
A 9 is definitely good enough. Ending up like that with the brutes. The only thing that's not in range is actually the massive Gore Chopper, because it's only an inch reach. It's a weird two-handed weapon.
Yeah, he's the only one out.
Yeah, that's not bad though, getting the other 4 brutes in.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to make sure this guy was going to be in combat, so if I kill him, like
you pretty much win this side of the board.
Yeah, hopefully, and then I got that objective.
Alright, so
I'm going to run the Mega Boss.
He's going to get into a charge.
Yep, or charge him, I should say, yes.
Oh, 7? Yeah.
7, he definitely gets in, but he got...
I'm just going to end up like that.
Yeah, I'm going to charge him to the Beast of Nergal, because if I did run him back here, again, it's in range for this, and he's already got some wounds onto him, and I kind of want to keep it a little bit of a distance.
Yeah, hopefully, ideally the Blight Kings would come in and just charge him back and take out that one hero you have over here. So this is a pretty contested one over here. Oh man, I always get caught bringing 2 heroes in these Age of Sigmar games, and I always get this scenario. Alright, that is it for charges. We're just going to go ahead and start fighting. But what do you want to fight with first? This is where another awkward part of the game comes in. So do you fight with him first to get attacks in over there? Because if you don't, then the greater unclean one gets to swing first into them. These guys aren't that strong.
No, and they already got 1 wound down onto him.
Yeah.
So after deciding, I'm going to use my Mega Boss here to attack first with this Boss Chopper. Because we have to see who gets the objective anyhow, so why not just try to kill him so you don't get a chance of killing him right off the bat, which will just bring me to my shaman to getting up there. So better 2 than 1. So he's going to attack with his Boss Chopper. 6
attacks, 3s to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, 4 hits, and this is going to be 3s to wound with a -1.
I'm getting 4s.
I hope not. Dang, 3 of them. This is a lot of damage on this weapon. 6-up save. Do I make any? No.
Nope.
I was hoping to make some. These are 2 damage each. So I have disgustingly resilient rolls to make here. I make none. That kills off. Well, you get to swing with your fist at the same time before I remove them.
Yep.
2 attacks with a fist, hitting on 5s.
He's gonna punch you in whatever the part of the body of that beast would be.
Jeez. Why is it? I wonder why this thing hits on 5s. I find that odd. Anyways, 3s to wound, or 3s to wound.
Yep.
3. This is -2, so I have no save, and it's just D3 damage.
D3 damage.
D3 damage, hit.
Okay.
D3. It's going to be worth 3 damage, so that means I have 5 disgusting resilient. I make 1. That means this guy dies, he takes his 6, and this guy's going to take 2, putting him to 5. That means I can't attack your war boss anymore, because he has to attack. So I'm going to go ahead and pick my Greater Unclean One to swing into these Gorgruntas and see what he can do. He's got the Flail and the Massive Sword. 4 attacks with the Massive Flail. 3's to hit. It's 3 attacks normally, but his command ability is still on him, giving him +1 attack to all his weapons. 2's to wound because he's not wounded. And 3 wounds. 3 5-ups to make here.
None!
Oh, that's 6 damage. Yeah. Now for the Massive Bile Sword, which is only hitting on 4s. Only 1 hit. 3 to wound though. That's a fail. So he only does 6 damage. Alright, so for the 6 wounds, they have 5 wounds each.
So yeah, the champion is gone.
We're gonna kill the champion first so the Blight Kings can't pile in. I should have attacked with the Blight Kings first. I didn't check ranges. And then it's gonna be 1 wound on either of those 2 guys.
Yeah, probably the further guy.
Furthest guy, alright, he's down to 4. On to the Brutes next. They're all gonna put, well, the 4 that are arranged to swing the Plague Bears are gonna swing at the Plague Bears. It'll be -1 to hit, but if you attack with the Ard Boys first, I could kill some Plague Bears off, and then you'll just have overall less Brute attacks in the end. So there's no reason for that. So we'll do the 3 simple ones. The Jagged Gore Choppas are 3 attacks each for 9 attacks, hitting on 4s. Hitting on 4s because of the Cloud of Flies.
The Brutes are attacking!
No, I don't want to lose anybody. Only 2 hits.
What?
3's to wound me.
Jeez.
I know, right?
I think the Brutes need some glasses.
Brutes are having an issue here. Oh, okay, -1 though, so I do have a 6-up. I make 1, and this is going to be a Disgusting Resilience save. Oh, I didn't make it. That's 1 dead Plague Bear so far. Now for the boss in this unit, his claw's got 1 attack hitting on 5 because of the Cloud of Flies.
Let's see if he needs glasses, Luka.
He might. He misses. Brute Smash has 2 attacks on 5s. Oh, 1 hit.
1 hit.
Alright, and this is wounding on 3. No, yeah, 3s.
3s it is.
That's a wound. No save, -2, D3 damage.
5. 6.
Blah. 3 disgustingly resilient saves. Fail all 3, so that's losing 4 Plague Bears. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and well, actually no, that guy was 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all pretty much in combat, so wherever I pull from, I'm losing. I'm gonna go ahead and swing with these Plague Bears up next. They lost their Cloud of Flies ability, so they're just gonna pile into some orcs. And I think that's about it. I'm gonna split these attacks up. Splitting their attacks up after piling in, 9 attacks, and then 8 attacks. I actually had too many models in the unit. Earlier I fixed it up. I took accidentally from the squad of 10 over there when I threw them down. But now it's good. 9 attacks, and then 8 attacks on the Yard Boys. 4's to hit the Gorgruntas. A good amount of hits, won't complain about that. 3's to wound. And you have a 4-up save. Alright, here's a 4-up save.
With better dice.
I just need to do 1. Just need to do... Ah, there we go. I just needed that.
Ah.
That guy dies. There we go. And now the 8 attacks into the Yard Boys. Into the Yard Boys, 4's to hit. 3's to wound. 2 wounds on the Yard Boys. They also have a 4-up save. I would like to do 1 wound. That'd be great. Killing off an Yard Boy. I do. I kill off that 1 wounded Yard Boy. Swing with the Gorgruntas next into my Beast of Nergal. 7 attacks from the Riders, and then there will be, I think it's 8 attacks. Yeah, 8 attacks from the actual Gors himself.
Let's go.
4's to hit.
Let's do this.
Please don't hurt me.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's 4 hits, and it's going to be 3's to wound. I can survive this, right? I got this, I think.
Roll hot.
2.
2 wounds.
I guess you could have done better than that.
There's another one over there, too.
Alright, here we go. We're looking for 5-up saves. Make 1. These are only 1 damage, so I have a disgustingly resilient roll. I fail. So he'll go down to 4, but you still have the Gore attacks. It attacks with the Gores.
Let's go. Ah!
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. You're wounding on 4s.
Okay.
There's no rend on this, just basically just a bunch of attacks, essentially.
They're just sinking. What?
No. Not a thing. So we're going to have my Poxbringer here swing into the Yard Boys. The Poxbringer's only got 3 attacks into the Yard Boys. 3's to hit. Yeah, it's triple 2. Beautiful. Wonderful. That's god-awful. Because of your command ability, you have +1 attack on all of them. They have 3 attacks each because they got the Choppas and Smashes. Into the... We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be I can't do math, 20 attack, no, it's 24 attacks. And then we're gonna have 3 for 12 attacks onto there. I forgot to give them the bonus attack as well, which we'll go back and do right after this. They would have all had +1 attack because of your command ability. But for now, let's see if we can kill off my Poxbringer. Rob is the superstitious man, so he got new dice. He was tired of the white ones.
Green dice for orcs. Kill them, boys!
12 attacks, hitting on 4s. So this isn't the Poxbringer. It's actually not bad. And a 3 to wound. Failing 3. This is, of course, into my Poxbringer, so we have a 5-up save. There's no rend. I save one of them, and these are all disgustingly resilient saves. I take 3 damage. 2 wounds remaining, and then we're gonna have... Oh, man. I guess we're gonna have... Oh, right, the 24 attacks into my Plague Bears. Forced to hit with these 24 attacks.
Oh, yeah. Can you smell that?
No. I'm dead. Oh, that was 1. And 3's to wound. I only have a 5-up, 5-up. I guess a 5-up, 5-up isn't anything to really complain about. That's pretty good-ish. 5-up. Oh, making 1. 5-up. Making a little bit more. Ooh. So I only lose 2 in the end. So only losing 2. Boop. Boop. Wait. I don't lose him. I'll lose these guys. We're gonna go back to the brutes because I don't want to rob. Like that. I don't want to rob of attacks here. So you're gonna have 3 extra attacks with these guys here, and they're hitting on 4s because at the -1 to hit was still in play. So 3 extra attacks hitting on 4s.
Come on, chop them down.
Okay, that's 3 extra hits. Oh boy, hooey, here we go. 3's to wound me. Yep, great. 2 wounds. So these are going to be 6-up saves. Making 1 and disgustingly resilient. Okay, so far no change. But the boss would get 1 extra attack with both of his weapons. So the claw, which would change, I don't know, it would change everything. So bear with me here, guys. The claw has got 1 attack hitting on a 5.
1 attack hitting on 5. And
no, okay, never mind. Then 1 more attack with the little hammer, also hitting on a...
Little hammer?
Little hammer, which misses. Alright, so we went back, gave them their extra attacks, and I guess as the dice gods do. Okay, we are going to go ahead and move on to this.
Stop that laughing, Luka.
We're going to go ahead on this Beast of Nurgle. He's got 1 single attack. He hits with his tongue. 3 to wound. That's a wound. You have 4-up save. 4-up save. You make it. Yep. I have D6 attacks now for 2. 1 hit and a 3 to wound. Nope. As expected from a classic Beast of Nurgle. I think that is actually it for all the attacks. We're done across the board. We just have Battle Shock to do. I'm lying. 100% you have your Gore Grunters that can swing into my Greater Unclean One. Or Great Unclean One. They actually have a weird charge bonus. You have to actually move 8 inches or more to the nearest enemy unit when charging to get the bonus. So this is not the case right now because they're only right here. And then that was the nearest enemy unit. So they have their 6 attacks from the guys on top, hitting on 4s because they hit worse when they're on the gore.
Here goes.
Beautiful start. And 3's to wound. With a -1, so I have a 5-up. And I think I ignore damage. He ignores damage on a 5-up. He's got a better disgustingly resilient on a 6-up. He throws mortal wounds back. He just ignores the 1. He takes 1 damage. He's down to 17? Question mark? Down to 15 wounds remaining on him. And now we have the 8 attacks from the gores. Force to hit.
The guard's attacking.
With the 8 attacks. And you're going to miss every single one of them, except 1. So, to you, Rob.
I think I have to find another set of dice.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Just keep switching dice all game. I don't mind. Now that's it. We're going to Battle Shock, and I'm going to use his relic. So for every wound he takes on the phase, in the Battle Shock phase, I roll a dice equal to that amount, and for every 4-up, I gain that many wounds back. 4-up, give me that wound back. No, he's still at 15. But it's okay, in my hero phase, I healed D3 wounds. Screw you, Rob. I guess I should use this Plague Bear Battle Shock. I lost 6 guys, so if I roll a 5-up, I'm losing more. But if I roll a 1, dang it!
6, yes!
That's 2 guys running away back to the warp.
Mommy!
Take these 2. So, first thing on my turn, I gotta clock that wheel up 1, and we're gonna move from Rampant Disease, which was the D3 mortal wounds you all took, and we're going to go to Corrupt Growth. So all Nurgle units, or all Nurgle demons? All Nurgle units heal D3, so it's, well, he automatically heals 1, so he's back to full. My Poxbringer is going to heal D3. For 1, he's going to go up to 4. Boop. And then he's got a built-in ability at the hero phase. If an enemy unit, if enemy models, is it units or models? Yeah, if any models are slain, friend or foe, then he gets to heal 1 wound to any friendly demon within an inch of him. So he's going to go up to 5, well, 3 to 4. He's at 4 wounds now. There, he was at 2 to 3, now he's at 4. He's going to heal himself 1. Going to use his command ability on himself, giving him +1 to all his attacks. And then we're going to go with his relic, the Endless Swarm. I'm going to pick a model within 3. And pretty much I roll a d6. If I roll higher than his wounds, he is slain. So I'm just going to pick that guy. So on a 2-up, he's dead. He is.
What?
He dies to the Endless Swarm.
No.
My Poxbringer is going to cast Favored Poxes on... this squad up here. It's going to give them -1 to hit, to their saving throws, and to wound. This goes off on a 7. Ooh, I got it. Weird Knob Shaman's going to try and stop it. And
he's weird, so do you know what?
Alright, I don't get that spell off. Alright, we're going to go over here. He can cast 2 things. I think he's just going to do Arcane Missile onto that guy. I need him off of there. So, Arcane Missile it is. We fail. He's then going to cast Foul Regenesis, which all Nurgle casters know. This essentially allows me to pick a point on the wheel and move the tracker to there. So on the next, at the start of the next battle round, it'll move up 1 from there. So Foul Regenesis goes off on a 9. So I get to refix the clock here. I'm going to go to Unnatural Vitality. So at the start of the next battle round, I'll go to Fecund Vigor, which is add 1 to wound rolls for all Nurgle units in combat. Now, one thing I messed up is the Corrupt Regrowth would have went off at the start of Rob's turn, essentially. Well, before his turn. So I'll go ahead and... all that would have done is healed my Poxbringer the 1 health. So he'll go back down a wound. And one thing I forgot to mention, again, there's a lot of stuff to do in the hero phase, bear with me here. He will go up to 4 wounds because of the Taliban of Nergal, which heals 1 wound on all models in this list. So that means he'll go up to 5. And my Plague Bearers get D3 models back into their units. So we'll get back 3 Plague Bearers in all my units that were missing Plague Bearers. So we'll return those 3 Plague Bearers there. We're going to go on to movement. And I'll start with these Blight Kings. They got to fight for this objective. Blight Kings moving up like so. Plague Drones moving 8. Going over this way. Problem is that they stay coherent. Blight Kings moving up 4 inches. Plague Bears are moving up. Ugh. The thing is, like, I need to get my Greater Unclean One on that objective. And if I send the Plague Bears up that way, there's no way he's doing that. They're going to clutter up that whole area. So they have to go this way, or they run around and go that way. No, I will go forward. My 4 inches. Actually, these guys 5, but they 4. Ending up like that. These Plague Bears are going to advance. They're getting out of here. They're going 9 inches. 9 inches takes them over here. There's no room for them over here for sure.
Looks like you're running away. I
am. 100%. That's going to be it. I'm going to go on to shooting. I'll start with the Death's Head over here. Anyone that are in range are going to fire at that Mega Boss if I can. 1 attack each into the Mega Boss, hitting on 4s. And 3 to wound. 2 wounds. He's got a 3-up save though because he does have Mystic Shield on him still.
Alright.
So I got to get him out of here.
I got to bring out the big guns for this one.
You got... you got 1 more to... oh, I only did 2 wounds, you're right.
Yeah.
Dang it, that would have been a wound too.
Told you.
Pestilent Breath from him, which is his command trait upgrade. So pick a unit within 6, roll a d6 for every model in that unit. On a 5-up, it's a mortal wound. You've got 5 if I add them up, but no. Noxious Bile's got d6 shots at that Gore Grunta squad in front of him. 5 attacks. 3s to hit. Whoop. And 2s to wound. Oh, there's a 1. These are at -2. 2 6-up saves.
Big guns again.
Please. No! Come on! Well, they're persistently staying around, which is no good. Anyways, that's it for shooting. On to charges. And I'm gonna... I'll start with the Blight Kings. They'll charge. 2d6. They go +1 because they're musicians, so they're going 9. 9 is pretty good, getting him into base contact with the brutes to limit any piling in. I'm gonna try and keep that boss way back there because he's a scary one. And next up, we're gonna charge with my Plague Bearers. See if I can get them pretty far up as well. Oh, 4? Oh boy, 4 is good enough, but not good enough, you know. Ending up like that. Gonna charge with these Blight Kings over here. They're going a grand total of 3. That does get them in, but only into the Gorgrunta. Half an inch away. Ooh. And the rest are when that guy's gonna be left out. Now we have the Plague Drones. They're charging 7. 7 is a fail. I don't want them going anywhere near that guy. Forget it. He's already in combat because of the Beast of Nurgle. Stupid, useless beast. 7 inches will take him. That could fit. Yeah, they will. And that's about it. It's all it's getting in combat over here. Oh boy, what a hot mess. I think I'm gonna go with... I have no idea. This is a tough one. I kind of want these Blight Kings to go first, but I also want the other ones to go first as well. War Chanter here is going to be taking some hits. He's going to have 4 Blight Kings on him. I don't know if that's overkill or not. I hope it's not. And then Whiten... you know, I'm going to put all... 3 attacks each. 9. I'm just going to put all attacks into him. I don't want to risk it. I need him dead. He's very important to have dead. So I'll put all 5 Blight Kings into him. Alright, 15 attacks. 3s to hit. 6s are good. 6s give me D6 hits instead of just the 1. So these 4 6s are actually going to be 9 hits instead of 4. 3 to wound. Some fails. He's not going to die. He's got 6 wounds. He's got a 4-up save. 10 wounds. Yeah, he's taking what looks to be 3 of his 6. So he's got 3 wounds left. Forgot to mention on camera that Rob is at 1 victory point for holding that objective for the 1 turn. Brutes are up next. They've already piled in. The one right here is going to attack into the Blight Kings, while the rest are going to go into the Plague Bearers. This one's not in range to attack.
Nope.
First guy into the Blight Kings, 3 attacks. Actually, they have 4 attacks because of the command ability.
Oh yes, so I gotta roll 1 more.
1 more. Okay, 3 hits.
3 hits.
And this is winning on 3s.
On 3s.
We got 3.
3 hit.
I have a 5-up save on my Blight Kings. And I am taking 2 wounds. This guy will be down to 2 wounds. And now you're going to have 2 more guys with the same weapon into my Plague Bearers, which will be 4 attacks. Or 8 attacks. Sorry. 8 attacks.
Oh,
jeez. Give me a break here. Only 1 miss. 3s to wound. Oh, 4 wounds. 3 wounds. And I have a 6-up save, rerolling 1s. I'm making neither of them. Rerolling the 1 though because of the Poxbringer. Nope. They're 1 damage each, so I have 5 of Disgustingly Resilient. I make 2 of them, I lose 1 Plague Bearer. Now the boss is going to swing with his claw. He's got 2 attacks into the Plague Bearers. All I need is 1 hit. That hits, so the bash is automatically hitting. This is winning on a 3. This is -1, so I have a 6-up save. Rerolling 1s, and it's 2 damage, so I have Disgustingly Resilient 2. So I lose 2 more guys, essentially. I don't know. I'll take them from here. 3 attacks with the basher that automatically hit. 3s to wound. You got 2 wounds. This is at -2. So this is nothing but Disgustingly Resilient. Those are D3 damage each. Gosh, I hate that Brute Champion. He's so good. 2d3 damage. Oh, for 2 damage. Alright, Disgustingly Resilient. I save 1. I take 1. Blight Kings are going to go over here. We'll go... Bam. So Blight Kings, 2 are going to attack the Brutes, 3 are going to put attacks into the Gorgruntas. I know I probably shouldn't split my attacks up, but I'm choosing to anyways. And the champion is into the Brutes. I forgot to include the champion for the other attack. Silly me. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of 1s and 2s. I only have 3 actual hits, no 6s to give me additional hits. 3s to wound. 3 wounds against the Brutes. They have 3 4-up saves. You monster. Come on. Why do you gotta do this to me? There you go. You're taking 2 wounds because that's a 1.
I thought that was a 6. No!
No, you've seen what the 6 looks like.
Yeah.
Putting that brute down to 1 wound. And now the other 3 Blight Kings into the Gore-Gruntas. 3s to hit. Getting a 6, that's nice. Makes up for all these misses. Oh, I got 2 6s. These are D6 hits instead for 9. Okay, so that's 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 3s to wound. And failing 2. Alright, 10 4-up saves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yep, kills off 1. 5 wounds. That's the champion, that's not the champion. Losing that Gore-Grunta. Only 1 left in the unit.
Alright, I'm going to attack with my Mega Boss.
Get him in there, lock that guy into base to base. He's got 6 attacks with his big boss, Choppa. 3s to hit. What is... Oh.
That's 3.
There we go. Move this die. That's pretty much, this is all
3s and 3s, that's all of them.
Gross. Alright, 3s to win then. Yep.
3s to...
And of course, they're all wounds. 6-up save, failing 1. These are all 2 damage each, so it's 10 disgusting resilient rolls. 10 rolls, saving 4, but taking 6 damage. Get out of here.
Still get that.
That's gonna kill off 1 guy and put a wound on this guy, but you still have to attack with your fist.
Yep.
2 attacks with this fist on 5s. Alright. I'm gonna go with this guy next. Maybe he can get some damage in. He's gonna have 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Nope. Wounding on a 3.
Yep.
That's a wound. 1 5-up save. That's a 1.
Nah. I don't like that die anymore.
Good, get rid of it. I don't like it either. D3 damage. For 3, it kills off 1.5 of these Ard boys. 1.5 of these Ard boys. So I'd suggest one in the back somewhere.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So this guy here, I guess.
Gore-Gruntas swing at the Great Unclean One next. Guys on top, 6 attacks. Whoa, 4s to hit, so we got 2. And it's going to be 3s to wound. You got 1.
1 wound.
-1, so 5-up save. Failing it, 1 damage, so disgustingly resilient. Or the Greater Unclean One version. Great Unclean One, he's down to 15 wounds. Okay, 8 attacks from the Gores. 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. Wow, that's really good, jeez.
Sounds a little better.
4s to wound. Getting 5. Gosh, man. 4-up save. Saving 3. And then 5 up. Nope, 2 more damage. He's down to 13. Might as well go with the Plague Bearers next. We're going to have 4 Plague Bearers, including the champion, for 5 attacks onto the Brutes. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into the Yard Boys. 5 attacks into the Brutes, hitting on 4s, and then 3s. 1 wound. You will have a 4-up armor save. 4-up armor save. He dies. I killed that 1 Brute off. Now the 7 attacks into the Ard Boys, kitties. In fact, that's all that hits. 3s to wound. Nada. So Ard Boys are next. 2 of them into the Plaguebringer or Poxbringer here for 8 attacks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into my Plaguebringers for 29 attacks because of the champion. 4s to hit.
Let's go.
Come on. Pretty solid hit. 3s to wound me.
Let's go. Let's wound a lot. Let's kill a lot.
I need these guys to kind of hold. Oh, that was really good. Luka sad. Luka very
sad.
Luka very disappointed. Here's my 5-up. I get to reroll 1s, which don't exist. I have made 4. That was a 4. I made 4 saves. Disgusting resilience, saving me a grand total of 2. So I'm actually losing 6 Plague Bearers. 6 of my favorite Plague Bears are going down. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. The dog here is gonna pile in just to try and make some room for some stuff. Come on. There we go. The dog is gonna put his tongue attack into the boss, while the rest of the D6 attacks are gonna go into the Gore-Grunta. So D6 attacks on the Grunta for 2, 4s to hit, and 3s to wound. That's a wound with a -0. So you're gonna have yourself 1 4-up save on a Grunta. Nope, you're fine. The Beast of Nergal with the tongue is hitting the Mega Boss. Yeah, Mega Boss on foot with a 5 and wounding him on a 4. Now there's a -1 to this. You still have a 4 up because you have Mystic Shield on him. I would like for you to fail this. Nope, even with a 6.
That's right.
Jeez.
What?
Gorgrunt is swinging at the Beast of Nergal. 4 attacks because it's the champion. 4 is to hit. We have 2 hits, and it's going to be 3s to wound. Okay.
Miss.
And then the Mount has 4 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Oh boy, come on, do something here.
1 hit, wounding on a 4.
I'm getting it.
No.
No.
Okay. Plague Bears have piled into the Gorgruntas, having 8 attacks. 4s to hit. Come on. It's not that hard to roll dice. There we go. 3s to wound. 2 wounds on the Gorgruntas, and they have a 4-up save. Let's see if I can do any damage. Oh, over here. Oh, 2 damage. Wow, 1's down to 3. Putting the middle guy down to 3. 4 Chanters swinging into the Blight Kings. 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 6s are good. That's 1 extra attack. So you just get to reroll 1 of the misses. Alright, 3s to wound.
Come on.
1 wound. I'll have a 4-up save. I don't. Oh, I have a 3-up. No, I don't have a 3-up save. I have a 4-up save and I don't make it and I lose a wound. Blight King is down to 3 wounds. I'm going to go next with the Great Unclean One. All of his attacks into these Gorgrunts, starting with the Flail. 4 attacks because of his command ability. 3s to hit. 2s to wound. And these are all at -1, so you're going to have a 5-up save. 5 ups. Oh, failing though. So that's 6 damage. I will kill him off. And putting 2 wounds on this guy, bringing him down to 3. Now he's got 4 attacks with his massive Bile Blade on 3s. 3s to wound. Failing 2. These are at -2 though. You need to make 2 6-up saves. You've done it once before with this stupid dice. No, he takes 6 damage, but he's only got 3 left. But it does get rid of the Gorgruntas. You have actually had 1 more attack with this War Chanter. I forgot because of the command ability. I keep forgetting about the command ability, and I'm obviously forgetting about the destruction ability. But we'll get to that. 1 more attack with the Chanter, hitting on a 4. 6 is an extra hit. No. Now the Gorgruntas are going to swing into the Plague Bearers, and the Riders each have 4 attacks. The Champion's got 5, but with a -1 to hit. 13 attacks, hitting on 4s. Actually, no, 5s, because of the -1 to hit. This doesn't matter, there's no 4s anyways. 3s to wound. Oof, with a -1, so I have a 6-up save. Rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s? Nope. They're 1 damage each, so I'm disgustingly resilient. Saving 2, I do lose the Plague Bearer. 15 attacks with the mounts though, because of the command ability. 15 attacks with the mounts. Hitting on 5s because of the -1. And 4th to wound. That's not bad actually.
3.
5-up save. Rerolling 1s because I have a Nurgle hero nearby. And disgustingly resilient. I lose nobody. Plague Drone, the only one in combat. So Captain on top. 1 hit, wounding on 3. No wound. The mount's got a Venomous Sting on a 4 and on a 3. No. Buh. And he's got 2 attacks with the foul mouth part. 3s to hit and 3s to wound. 2 wounds. You have a 3-up save though, so you can't fail. I mean, this guy's been making saves all day. He takes a wound, he's down to 3.
No!
It's a step in the right direction. The brutes are gonna pile in now. This one's gonna end up there. This one will get ranged to attack by going there though. So you have 12 attacks with the 3 brutes that are in range with their jagged hook slashes. They're hitting on 3s.
Jagged hook slashings.
Sure. They're hitting on
Here we go.
3s. Well, could have been better. And 3s to wound. Alright, 4 wounds, not bad. With a -1, putting me at a 5-up. Saving 1. So I'm actually losing this Blight King completely. And that actually finally finishes up combat. That took forever because, well, we literally are on we're fighting for the middle, right across the board. Well, the only 2 spots that matter. Battle Shock, I think the only one that matters is my Plague Bears. So I lost 10 Plague Bears. I'm losing pretty much D6 extra guys, unless I roll a 1.
6.
4. Can't do anything about that. Oh boy, where do I want to... Ooh, I don't want to lose the banner, but Yeah, we'll lose the banner. Uh-oh.
You don't want to go.
No, he... Oh, all right.
I don't think so.
We're good with that. Now that is the end of Battle Round 2. A quick little recap. Rob went first, pretty much moved up onto the objective, and the biggest thing on his turn, he started laying into these Plague Bears here, and then on my turn he really finished them off. There's only 2 of the original 20 left. I wish we had 60. We only have 50 Plague Bears. I would love to bring 2 squads of 30. I was going to do the squad of 30 and 20, but I had to bring the 30 unit, which was very unfortunate. We'll see what these guys can do. They're not doing a lot for me right now. Obviously in the future I'll make more appropriate lists, but I'm trying to hold the line with the Blight Kings. The Blight Kings are proving to be okay. Not amazing, not terrible, but just okay. Without further ado, let's roll this die to see who gets to go first in Battle Round 3. I would love to. That's why I made Rob go first, so I could maybe get this chance. This chance for a recovery. That's a 4. Pretty meh. No. No. That's a 3. You could beat a 3. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. Unless you want me to go first. I didn't think so. The cycle does tick up though. All my Nurgle units get to add +1 to all their wound rolls. Forget to roll for his relic at the end and start of the battle shock phase. For every wound he suffers, I get to roll a d6 on a 4-up. He gets that wound back. He gets 1 back. It's up to 14. Alright, hero phase, Rob.
My War Chanter is going to give the +1 to the brutes for hitting, obviously.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then command ability on a... Actually, I don't think there's 6 units within 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So just +1 to hit for all this stuff. Or not +1 to hit, +1 attack for everything over here.
Yep.
Jump back 1 second though, because I forgot to do the battle shock for these guys. On a 1, I get that guy back. I don't. So I'm down to 19. They lose their -1 to hit. Back to Rob's hero phase.
Yep, so he's going to try to cast Mystic Shield again onto the boss, the War Boss.
Yeah, Mega War Boss on foot.
The Mega War Boss!
It's keeping him in the game. So you need to show a 6+ on 2 dice.
Yes. Let's do this.
Okay,
no!
You failed.
What the? Oh, wait, no. No, I didn't. Look.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. So, movement, the only thing you really have is your Mega War Boss on Maw Crusher and the Shaman. So...
Yeah, I'm going to do the Maw Crusher.
Alright, yeah, he comes off the base, doesn't he? We're going to fly him up here.
Yeah.
12 inches gets the front of his base to right here.
I'm just, because of stability-wise, I'm just going to stick him like that.
He flies in the sense that the Hulk flies. Mega War Boss is going to shoot his inward bursting bellow down at my Greater Unclean One. 1 attack hitting on a 2.
Let's just do this.
And, it's a hit. 3's to wound, though. Can you do a 3 to wound?
Yes!
3-up's pretty easy. Oh, okay. I have a 5-up save to ignore this. 5-up's pretty easy, right? Oh, I do. Okay, never mind.
You used the wrong dice, so it don't count.
Oh, okay. 5-up save to ignore this. There you go. Alright. Right on to charges. He's going to charge. Let's see how far he goes.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what you need. You need something high. I'm going to guess 9 or... Nope.
Not that.
A 3 will not do it. Right into combat. This Mega War Boss is going to swing into the blow drone. Not blow drone, sorry.
Plague drone.
Yeah, it's not blow drones in 40k. Anyways, 6 attacks with this stupid axe. Alright, 2's to hit. No, what am I... Is it... Oh, it's 3's to hit, 3's to wound. That's right.
Yeah.
3's to hit.
Don't matter. He did awesome.
He did okay. He didn't do as good as last time. Last time was ridiculous. There we go. Let me check the -1 or -2. 6-up save. Yeah. Make 1. That's only 6 damage, but I do have disgustingly resilient. So, see if I can ignore any of these. I'll ignore 2 of them. 4 damage kills my banner off. I'm gonna have these Blight Kings fight next, I think. What am I talking about? I'm gonna have these Blight Kings fight next, and they're gonna put all their attacks into Mr. Dude here.
No, the War Chanter.
Yeah, Mr. Dude, he's dead. You know what? I did forget one thing. It's going to be the Rampaging Destroyers things for the Rampaging Destroyer for destruction. It won't matter too much. The only thing that's going to matter here is he chooses a unit within range of him, which they were in range, and he can give them on a 4-up. He can let them pile in the hero phase. So on a 4-up, they could pile in. I don't want to forget about destroying Rampagers all game. No, so they wouldn't be able to pile in. And then the other ones don't really matter. So yeah, Blight King's into the War Chanter. I can't risk not killing him this turn, so they all have to go into him. 3's to hit.
Don't roll low.
Did okay. 2 6s. I did okay so far. And D6 hits instead. Okay, so it's one more hit, literally. And 2s to wound because of the Nurgle cycle ability. Ah, it mattered for 1 wound. And these are no rents, so these are 4-up saves. 8 4-ups. Do I get him?
I think you got him.
Barely. Got him by, well, actually by 2. So he does go down though. That is taking a hero off that objective.
No!
And we continue to struggle for victory points. Ardboy's gonna swing. 2 in range to swing there. The rest of you, I guess, is gonna pile in. Piling like that. 7 in range to attack the poor Plague Bearer. And, well, that means I can't bring any back either. Anyway, 7 in range to attack the Plague Bearer, 2 in range to attack the Poxbringer. And that 7 is going to give you 22 attacks because of the champion. 4 to hit.
Is this overkill?
Yeah.
For one guy?
This is one guy. I mean, if you don't kill him, I would be very embarrassed if I were you.
Yeah.
3 is to wound me now. No negative, but I mean, he's probably pretty dead.
Well, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
I always like that saying. 5, 7, eh? That is the number of Nurgle, as Dave would say. Here we go. 5 up. No. Rerolling the 1. It didn't matter. Okay, here we go. 5 disgusting resilient saves need to be made here. I made 3. He still dies twice over.
A little overkill, but...
And now the 6 attacks into my Poxbringer. We have, oh, that's pretty good. 4 hits. 3 to wound him. What do we got here? 3.
3 wounds.
But, alright, here we go. A save. I fail all 3 of them. Oh, okay, he's not dead, but he's pretty close to dead. Disgusting resilient. He takes 2, he's down to 2. Boop. These Blight Kings are going to attack. 3 of them into, what's his name here? Gorgrunta, and the 2 into the Brutes. 7 into the Brutes because of the champion. 3s to hit. 6s are good. So we have 2 misses, and the 6 is D6 hits. It's actually only 1 hit. What a surprise. 2s to wound, and only 3 saves. Alright, here come the big dice. 3 4-ups. Aha! 2 wounds. 1 guy's down to 1.
No!
9 attacks in the Gorgrunta. 3s to hit. 6s are good, but hey, when there's good things, they don't show up. I only have 3 hits, and there's 2s to wound. 3 wounds on the Gorgrunta. He's got a 4-up save, though. I wish these guys had a rend on their weapon. Ah, no damage. The Gorgrunta is going to swing into the Blight Kings. 4 attacks from the guy on top, because he's a champion. We have 2 hits on him. And these are going to be wounding on 3s. With a wound.
1 wound.
That's going to be a 5-up save because of the rend. That's a wound. This guy's down to 1. 4 attacks from the Gore. Oh, jeez. Forced to wound me now. Forced to wound me. Come on.
You said the magic word gore.
No, apparently. 2. Alright, here we go. 4-up saves. No problem, right? He dies. All I have are 8 Plague Bearers and the Gore Grunts. 4s to hit. And 2s to wound. Oh, 1 fail. 4 4-ups. You're taking 2 damage, bringing the 1 Gore Grunt down to 1 in the middle. So, the Brutes are going to pile in and start swinging at my Blight Kings. They're going to have 12 attacks, hitting on 2s because of the +1 to hit. Alright, 12 attacks, hitting on 2s because of the +1. There's only... Oh, it didn't matter. Well, it only mattered for 1. 3s to wound me. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Some Solace. Still 6 wounds, though. With a -1. Give me a 5-up save. I'm not going to make any. That's 1 guy dead and 1 guy taking 2. So that's the champion. So we'll say he's dead, and we're going to say my musician takes 2. I'll have my Poxbringer go into the Ard Boys now. 3 attacks on 3s. And 2s because of my cycle. Didn't matter. 2 5-ups. Aha! Aha! 2d3 damage for 2. So it kills off that 1 wounded Ard Boy and passes that wound off to the next one. Or I guess anyone of your choice. Forgot the Gore Choppa. He's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s because of the +1.
Don't make
Never mind.
Difference.
Wow, I should just purposely forget all of your attacks so the dice gods.
I think that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying my best here.
Luka.
3-inch piling gets all of these Brutes in. Ugh. So it's going to be 9 attacks with... No, wait. There's only 2 of those weapons. So 6 attacks with the jagged spear halberd weapons. 3s to hit with those. Nope, that was a 3. And, okay, only 2 hits apparently. 3's to wound. With a -1. I almost want to roll your dice because my dice are failing me here. Oh, I got a kitty, never mind. Okay, take 1 damage. Now your brute boss there, he's got 1 attack with the claw, hitting on a 4. And if this hits, it does. It means the smacka automatically hits, or the smasha, bang bang. So the claw's wounding on a 3. It does, with a -1. So I'll have a 5 up, please. Ah, there we go. And now we have the smasha automatically hits now. It's 2 of them wounding on 3s. Both, please. With a -2, I think. Yep. Here we go, 6 up. Oh, make 1. Okay, and it's D3 damage. Roll me up a D3. I'm taking 1 damage so far. Does it kill me off? No. One guy's got 1 wound left. Putting that Blight King down to 1 wound. Might as well go with this Plague Drone. 2 attacks from the guy on top. On 4s and on a 2. That's a wound. You have a 4-up save. Or no, let me check his save. Maybe he's got a 3-up base. Maybe he's had a 2-up this whole time. But he does have a 3-up save base. It's almost as if I'm playing Stormcast Eternals or something. These guys need to go back with all the other bad fantasy models. Anyways, he's got a 3-up save base. So 3-up save. Come on, take 1 damage. Take 1 damage. Nope.
No.
No damage. All right. Now I attack with the mount. Venomous Sting has 1 attack on a 4. On a 2.
What?
With a -1, you have a 4-up save.
1 4-up save.
1 4-up save. Ah. D3 damage. He's got 1 wound left.
What? No.
2 attacks with the foul mouth parts. 3s. And a 2. You have 1 3-up save. He'll probably live, but he could die.
Right.
Oh, I got him! The Mega Boss dies!
No!
I actually got rid of one of the heroes on this side.
No.
We're fighting for these objectives. I saved it. Get out of here. Now for the Gorgrunters on the left flank into my Plague Bearers. They all have +1 attack because of the stupid command ability. Blah. 13 attacks from the Riders up top. They're gross. Hitting on 4s because I guess they have a harder time to hit when they're on a mount. And then they're going to be wounding on 3s with a -1. Oh. 8 6-up saves. Failing all of them. Rerolling this 1, which is not helping. And then I have Disgustingly Resilient, which is actually saving me 5 guys. I only lose 3 so far. 15 attacks from the actual mounts. Forced to hit and forced to wound to kill us some Plague Bearers. Oh, all right. 5 ups actually. Saving 1, rerolling 1, making it Disgustingly Resilient. No, I do lose another, so I lose 4 altogether. 4 Plague Bearers die. My Beast of Nurgle will go into this Gorgrunta. D6 attacks for 2. Okay. Wounding or hitting on 4s. Okay, double hit, wounding on 2s. Nice. And then you have a 4-up save on him. You take 2.
Fail.
He's down to 3. Now for the Slobbering Tongue, 1 hit on a 3. Bleh. That's when I needed to actually hit. It would have potentially killed him. That would have been great if I could have killed him. I think that's going to conclude combat for the top of turn 3. I'm barely holding on by a thread here. Honestly, if I don't get a double turn, I'm probably out for the count. Though 1 saving grace is that Mega War Boss is gone now.
That's not a saving grace.
That's a huge saving grace. Huge saving grace. We are going to roll Battle Shock, and the only Battle Shock I have to take is that one. On a... I can't fail, but on a 1, I'll get D6 guys back.
1.
Thank you for calling it, Rob. D6 Plague Bears back for 4. So 4 will join the unit again. Getting those 4 back. Treating it as the reanimation protocol special rule where can't be within an inch of you. Okay, top of turn for Nurgle. I got a whole bunch of stuff to do, so I'm going to try and remember it all. His built-in ability, if something friendly or an enemy died, I get to give a wound back to a friendly Nurgle demon nearby, so I'll just do it to himself. And then the Nurgle Taliban will kick in, which heals him up another 1. The Nurgle Taliban will bring this guy up to 6 wounds of his 7. I'm going to get D3 plus 1 because of the Taliban for his wounds back. 2, he's going up to 16. Oh, if I can find it. Actually, that's full wounds anyways, what am I worried about? D3 pox, or not poxwalkers, that's the D20, jeez, I'm a mess. 1. I think that brings me to 19 though. Yeah, that brings me back up to 20. So I'll be -1 to hit, thankfully. That's always a good saving grace. Maybe that unit can stick around for a while. And he will give himself Grandfather's Joy. Yeah, he'll give himself Grandfather's Joy, giving him +1 attack. No, scrap that. That doesn't make much sense to me. I think I'll get the most value out of it by giving it to those Plague Bears. The +1 attack. For the magical spells I want to cast, I just come to a realization when I did the Foul Regenesis, I should have just put it on the track it's on now because it would have had effect on it last time. But that's a mistake. So guys, if you ever want to augment the current disease track you're on, just cast that spell and put it on whichever one you want. Some of them only happen at the beginning of the hero phase, whereas the one I want, +1 to wound, happens, you know, throughout the combat phase, so it works the second you flip to it. Anyways, I'm not going to bother casting that because I need the +1 to wound at the moment, because that is the only thing probably keeping me in this game. Favored poxes on this squad of boys here, because I need them to be hurt. I need them hurting. So, 7+ to cast. Gah, failing on a 5. Greater Unclean One is going to do Plague Wind, drawing a 14-inch line to that model, hitting the Gorgrunta as well. Pretty sure this goes off on a 7, not a 3, so that fails. Now I can Arcane Missile or Mystic Shield. I don't know what I need more of. This guy's kind of scary. I'm not too sure what he's capable of.
I think you should Mystic Shield on one of my guys to protect me.
I'm gonna Mystic Shield them. I need those Blight Kings. So we get it with a 10. Gonna try and stop that on 2d6. Need to roll an 11. Close. I was worried. Okay, this guy I'm debating on making a big run with him. Maybe he gets out of there. Maybe he doesn't. He's been kind of dealing with those orcs. See, the thing is here, I could keep whittling down the orcs. He's not the worst in combat, but he's not the best. And if I run him out, and then maybe end up around here, then next turn, if I go twice in a row, I can just walk on the objective.
That's a lot of ifs, though.
Actually, I don't think I can walk on the objective. You're doing the same thing I did to you.
Yep.
So, I'm just going to stay in combat because, you know, that could work out. You know what I'm going to run? I'm going to run out of combat. Movement 4 +1. Couldn't even go one more sloppy, worthless inch. I needed to get to like here-ish. That's fine.
Here-ish?
I didn't get there. I didn't even get 7 inches of this guy to increase the damage on his attacks. Like, useless.
One sloppy inch.
Sloppy inch.
That's what you said.
Yep, that's what I meant. 5 inches on this Great Unclean One. Might as well run him. Just gonna run him. 5. Oh, hey. Actually, that 5 inches will get me in range of the objective. So, that's gonna be a point for me at the end of this round. Because I killed your stupid hero. And these stupid Plague Bringers are running. Stupid 4 inches. 8 inches takes them this way, supporting all the hot garbage that's going on over here. This guy's gonna move.
Oh, I knew you were gonna do that.
Near the shaman. And that's it for movement. Everything else is already moved, so we're gonna go ahead and do a Death's Head at him. Hitting on a 4. I misses. Alright, well, that's the only shot I have because my Great Unclean One ran. He's actually gonna do his Pestilent Breath in the shooting phase against those guys. They're all within 6 of them, and there's 3 of them. So on a 5 up, they take mortal wounds. I do 2 mortal wounds. He kills off the guy in the middle and deals 1 wound to, I would guess that guy.
What guy?
That guy.
You think so?
Maybe. And I only have 1 charge. It's going to the shaman. 3, 6. Haha, get him gone. It's the I need to get rid of that hero as well, because if so, there'd be no more heroes over here. These Blight Kings really need to pick up some slack, so they have got to go in. This guy's the closest, so he has to go this way. This Blight King will end up right there. And they're going to put all of their attacks into the brutes. 3s to hit. Give me 6s. That's what you get for being greedy. You get none. And 2s to wound because of the cycle. Hey, there we go. 5 wounds, but you still have a 4-up save. 4-up save. I actually...
Nothing.
Yeah, you got 1. You failed. It kills off 1 model and 1 guy takes a wound. We're going to kill the normal guy off. Yeah. And do a wound somewhere else completely. And we'll put the guy to the far right down to 2. But it's your pick now. Right onto the brutes to swing at some Blight Kings. So you have, we'll start with the normal weapons. 6 attacks and the Blight Kings hitting on 3s. 3s to hit. Oh wow, it's only 1 miss. And this is going to be 3s to wound. Because, well, they're just pretty good guys. 4 wounds. 5 up armors. Saving 2, failing 2. But that does kill him off. And it brings this guy down to 3. We're going to have 12 guys in range, which is going to be 24 attacks because of the command ability. And it'll be 25 attacks because of the champion. 4s to hit you. Yep. And it's going to be 2s to wound. Oh, what's this hidden one now? Oh, it's 5. So 1 failed. These are all 4-up saves, though. 11 4-ups. I'd be happy if I could kill 1 here. 3. That was a terrible roll, by the way, Rob.
Yeah, whatever.
So that kills off 1, and 1's got 1 wound left. Yeah, so 4 wounds to him, and then 4 wounds to the next guy. So the sergeant's down to 1. Weird Knob Shaman's going to attack next. D3 attacks for 2. And these are hitting on 4s and wounding on 3s.
Let's go.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Jeez, no wonder he stays behind.
That was bad. No, but he's actually he's not bad. He's almost as good as this guy, and this guy is just okay at combat. So he's a little bit less than just okay. Gonna have these Blight Kings attack. One of them's going into the Gorgrunta, and the other 2 are gonna go into the brutes. So 1 Blight King into the Gorgrunta, hitting on 3s, 1 miss, and wounding on 2s. Okay, only 1 wound, and you'll have a 4-up save. 1 4-up save on your Gorgrunta. He takes a wound. What is he down to 2 now?
He's down to 2 now.
Yeah, he had 3 wounds on him. 2 Blight Kings, 1's a champ. 3s to hit. Misses. 1 6. This is going to be just 1 hit. So I keep rolling 1s, man.
Nothing wrong with that.
2s to wound, so 5 saves on the brutes. 4-up saves on the brutes.
Brutes are good, so they should be able to save.
Oh yeah. So that 1 guy dies.
Yep.
And then 2 wounds on another guy. Onto this side. And we're going to go ahead with these brutes into these Blight Kings. So pile in first. Get in range. And then we got 2 normal brute weapons and then the 2 special ones. Yep, so 8 attacks with normal brute weapons. They have +1 to hit still, so we're hitting on 2s. It really mattered. Actually, it only works until the following combat phase. So it only works on the turn that you do it. It won't work on your opponent's turn. So I'm just doing
2 hits.
Only 2 hits.
That's yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm just trying my best to rob as much from you as I can at this point. It's working. I'm slowly getting the game back. No, they didn't wound. 4 attacks from the Gore Choppa, hitting on 3s because it's +1 to hit. Bleh, there you go. Can't take. Oh wait, no, it's not +1 to hit. That's right, because that only lasts until for that combat phase on your turn.
You're stealing my hits away from me, Luka.
All right, wounding on 3s with a -1. My 3-up because of Missed Shield goes to a 4-up. It only helped very slightly because these are D3 damage each. 2 D3 damage. Yep, wasn't looking for 6. So that kills off everyone but the champion.
Oh boy.
Freaking brutal, man. This guy gets to swing before they go away, though. 2 attacks with his claw, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on a 3.
Give me 3.
With a -1. So I'm going to have a 4-up again. No, it's going to be 2 damage, I think. So that is 2 damage, putting him down to 2. And now the Smash has got 3 attacks that automatically hit, wounding on 3s. I just lost my whole Blight King unit. Jeez. With a -2, I have a 5-up save. I make 1. And those are D3 damage apiece. So we got 2 D3 damage. I think he's auto dead because the lowest he rolls 2 and he's gone. He just killed all my Blight Kings over there. Gonna go ahead with this Beast of Nergal. He's just gonna swing at this Gorgrunta. D6 attacks. Ah, finally. More than 2.
Why don't you just roll 1s?
Hitting on 4, wounding on a 2. Yep, there we go. That's what I was looking for. 1 attack with the tongue on a 4. And on a 2. With a -1, so he's got 1 5-up save on that Gorgrunta. 5 up.
Right dice. No.
He takes D3 damage. 1. He's got 1 wound left. Please.
Oh my! Like that.
Come on.
Luck.
Okay, we got the Gorgrunta putting all his attacks into the Beast of Nergal. 4 attacks from the rider up top, hitting on. Well, force. Yeah. 3 hits, and he's wounding on 3s. 2. I have a 6-up save, fail both, and disgustingly resilient, making 1. He goes down to 5 wounds. The Mount has 4 attacks on force, which is 3 hits, and force wound. Okay, geez.
Nice.
Calm down. What's going on here? My saves all fail. Disgustingly resilient helps me for once. I take 2 more damage, going down to 3. Gonna go ahead. I don't think I'm gonna kill your hero, but I'm hoping to do some damage here. 2 attacks from the Plague Sword with the Rider, the Champion Rider, double miss, and then 1 attack from the Stinger. It's a hit, wounding on a 2 with a -1. He's got a 5-up save, so he's up to a 6-up. Oh. 2 attacks from the foul mouth parts on 3s and on a 2 because of the cycle. Okay, we got 1 more wound. He's got a 5-up save. Do I do any damage to him? Anything at all? I do 1 damage to him. That means he's got 5 wounds left. Alright, this Gore-Grunt over here is going to attack everything into the Plague Bears. He's going to have 4 attacks from 5 attacks from up top and 5 attacks from the Mount because of the command ability. But it's -1 to hit, so he's hitting on 5s because of my Plague Bear's Cloud of Flies. We have 2 hits, and these are wounding on 3s. 2 of them. Alright, -1, I have a 5-up. 6-up, I mean. I wish I was a 5-up still. And a disgustingly resilient 5-up. I take 1 damage. 5 attacks from the Mountain on 5s. Okay, all miss.
Yes.
That does kill that Plague Bear off. That's it for combat. We're going to go right on to Battle Shock to finish off round 3. My Greater Unclean One hasn't taken anything, so his Relic's not going to come into play. We have, I think we've forgot a Battle Shock on the Brutes last turn, but on them, they could lose a guy on a 6. I guess I should start with mine, but...
Don't matter.
Oh!
No!
Your Brute's actually running away. They're only Bravery 6.
I'm thinking...
I should have run? You could have the Champion run.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You could. I guess the wounded guy could leave.
Yeah, that's probably the wiser thing.
Same thing for over here. 6-up, and they're leaving. They're running away. 4? No, they're fine. Battle Shock on my Plague Bears on a 1. I get him back. Nope. But I'm also not losing them either. Or losing any more. I'm not losing any Blakings because they're Bravery 8. And I think that's about it.
I think he runs away.
No, he never runs.
Yeah, he heard something calling him.
He's a demon. He's too... You know how excited they get when they get into combat?
He hears something calling him.
He's like... You have to actually picture like a little dog.
Home.
You got to picture a little dog. And he's very happy right now. All he wants to do is play with that orc. On the victory points, the score is now 1-1. I'm not on that point, but I am on this point. And I do control it with my Greater Unclean One. So the score is 1-1. And that's where it stands. We have to roll off now to see who gets to go first in the 4th battle round. Alright, folks. 4 rounds. Maybe I'll go first this time. Blip. Nope, definitely not. No!
Really?
Come on, Rob. What are you doing to me here? A 1, a 3. There we go.
That hit here. I got to reroll.
Oh, yep. By all means, go for a reroll. Doesn't count. So this cycle right now is pretty bad. The only... Well, at the start of my hero phase, I roll a d6 for every model within an inch of a piece of terrain, which is... nope. Him. I would... so my units heal, my enemies take damage, and this is only on a 6. So the only thing that's going to come up is that stupid Auric Gore-Grunta. On a 5-up he dies, because he's within an inch of the terrain feature. Yeah. This is probably one of the weaker ones. Yeah. Does he die to terrain? Oh, he was so close to dying to terrain. I get D3 Poxwalkers back in the unit because of the Taliban of Nergal. So that put it back up to 20. This guy's going to heal twice over for the models lost and his own built-in, or the Taliban rule, bringing him back to full. And then the Beast of Nurgle is going to go up to 4 wounds because of the battalion. I want to do favored Poxes, but at the same time, I don't. Because I need him to move to about here to get within range of that objective. And to help out this Beast of Nurgle and maybe help out kill some brutes in combat or something. So he is going to instead do... It's a weird name. It's going to be Foul Regenesis. Failing it. I would have put it back to the +1 to wound. So I can't cast Foul Regenesis anymore. And he's done casting. Gonna go for a smite on the big guy here. Nice. D3 more, kills that guy off. It does D3 more wounds to him. Gets him out of here.
Fine. He don't want to stay here.
No. He doesn't. And then he's going to do Mystic Shield on himself. He gets it, so he's got +1 to his saving throw. That's it for the hero phase. We're going to have this guy move up to the objective and take control of it and stay 3 inches away from that guy. You know what? He'll move over this way. Plaguebringers moving up there. Well, not quite their full 4. Staying 3 inches away. Going to try and tie up these guys in combat. These guys are already in combat, so they can't move. But my Greater Unclean One sure can. Pestilent Breath in the shooting phase for his relic or his artifact into them. Looking for mortal wounds on a 5-up. Okay, they're taking 3 mortal wounds from his Pestilent Breath. This is this turn is going my way. So he'll die, and 1 wound will transfer over to another brute. Gonna puke a noxious bile at the brutes. D6. Jeez. Hitting on a 3. And wounding on a 2. With a -1. 1 5-up. Which you fail.
No.
It's only 1 damage though. So you guys fine, he still has 1 wound left.
Yeah.
Gonna have my Death's Head shoot, hitting on a 4. And wounding on a 3. No wound. Onto the charge phase. These guys were pulled out of 3 inches, so they're going to charge now. So yeah, I'll start with the Plague Bearers. Oh, his command ability going on the Plague Bearers for sure. And they're going 9. Ending up like that. Charging with the Greater Unclean One now. Don't get double 1. Alright. 10 is...
No, double 1 would have been nice.
10 is pretty good. Staying near the objective, of course.
Uh-oh.
Plague Bearers charging. 6. Good enough. Ending up like that. I don't plan on doing a lot of damage. The aim here is to slow you down. And finally, I will charge with my Herald of Nergal, or my Poxbringer, now that he's called that. Just to get him in combat, he's at full wounds. There's no fear. We'll go right here. Plague Bears are going to go first. Just because I like these little guys. You know, they try really hard to impress this Great Unclean One.
Oh, just stop!
Here is their chance to do just that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not going to get much better than that. 9 guys in range, and that'll be 18 attacks because of the command ability, and 19 for the champion. 4 to hit. I forgot I don't get that nice bonus to wound anymore. 3 to wound. I don't have that great cycle. Oh man, it would have mattered. That's 3 extra wounds. Oh well. This is still pretty good. 7 4-up saves. Oh my gosh, Rob. 4 wounds. That kills off 2 of them. We're killing off the regular guy, and Rob wants the sergeant to stay alive, so he will do that.
Might as well.
So 1 last dying swing with this Gore-Grunta into the Herald. I mean, I should have charged the Herald in. It's a bad idea, but let's see if the Gore-Grunta can kill him. The guy on top has 4 attacks. He's a champion. Hitting on 4s, because he's mounted, I suppose. Alright, and wounding on 3s.
I got it. I got it.
You need both these to wound. Okay,
No.
that's not good. We have a 6-up save. Nope. Disgustingly resilient. I do. No damage. Now the Gore Beast itself. 4 attacks on 4s. We have 3. And, well, 4s.
4s it is. Holy...
Alright, we got 2 Blight Kings. Swinging into the... 2 Blight Kings swinging into the brutes, and 1 Blight King swinging into the... I was like, I'm afraid of the other... I shouldn't be worried about the other brute. 2 into the brute. And 1 into the Gore-Grunta. So the 1 guy into the Gore-Grunta's got 3 attacks on 3s. That's a miss. And this is going to be D6 hits. Wounding on 3s. Oh, okay. 1 wound, and you have yourself 1 4-up save and a Gore-Grunta. Does he... Alright, sure, the big die. Those dice have done nothing but terrible for you, by the way. Yeah, there's another...
Oh my god!
What a surprise! Another 1.
Yeah.
Alright, he's dead. Get him out of here.
Yeah, he's finally dead.
1 less stupid orc to worry about. 7 attacks into the brutes. Okay, that's 4 6s. That's 46 extra hits. So that's just the 1, that's fine. That was a lot of hits. 3 to wound. And,
Tell your cats to go home.
Oh my gosh, kitties, look at that. Didn't even realize that. 4-up saves. Here we go, 12 4-up saves.
I can do it. I can do it.
Oh geez. So that's 1 brute dead, 2 brute dead, and 1 overkill. The end of the orcs. 9 guys in range for 27 attacks in my Plague Bearers. Plus 1 for the champion, 28. 4s to hit. Alright.
Yeah.
3's to wound me.
That wasn't too bad of a roll.
I think you were down a couple.
Yeah. 3's to wound. 3's to wound.
Boom, boom, boom. 5-up armor save on a Plague Bear. Oh, wow. Hey-oh. And 5-up Disgusting Resilient. Alright, I take 2.
2?
2! 2 indeed.
That's it?
That is it.
Jeez. 2.
Great Unclean One will pile in. Swing into the Brute Champion. 3 attacks with the Flail on 3s. 2 to wound. Okay, 3 wounds with a -1. You'll have yourself a 5-up save.
I can do it.
Yeah, sure. I believe you. Alright, he takes 6 damage.
Okay, maybe not.
Boop. Weird Knob Chum's got D3 attacks. So D3.
Oh boy.
He's got 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
the die almost tricked me. Hitting on 4s.
Hey,
2 hits. That's actually not bad. I think it's. Let me check. 3 to wound. 3 to wound.
I'm getting 2 3s.
You'll get
Or
1. You'll get 1. 6 up. Nope.
Nope.
D3 damage.
Yep.
See how much we get.
10.
We'll get 3. Disgustingly resilient. Saving none. He's down to 2 wounds left. 8 Plague Bears. 9 for the champion. Into the Ard Boys. Forced to hit. Okay, that's pretty good. 3s to wound. And those are all 4-up saves. 4-ups.
Them cats just need to go home.
Only 1 wound, but it does kill up that 1 Ard Boy.
Yeah.
Boink. Drone's gonna have 2 attacks with the Plague Sword from the champion. 1 hit, 3 to wound. That's a wound. He's gonna have a 5-up save.
Nope.
Takes 1 wound, he's down to 4. The Foul Mouth Parts on 3s. And a 3. That's a wound. He's got a 5-up. He's down to 3. 1 Stinger attack on a 4. I needed that. Alright, fine. He misses. And I think that is it for combat. We really whittled each other down quite a bit.
Yep.
I'll start with Battle Shock because it's my turn. D6 on them. If I get a 1, I get D6 back. No. Leadership 10. Not losing anyone. And that's going to be it for Battle Shocks. Now for points, I'm going to score 1 for there. And 2 for that one, actually, because that's the second turn. So 3 altogether, putting it 4 to 1. Alright, Rob. We're on the bottom of turn 4 here. You had a good setup, but I bamboozled you by going twice in a row. So, it's your hero phase. I assume you're going to do your command ability, of course.
Yep.
I think that only really affects these 2. So +1 attack to both them.
Uh-huh.
And, we got a Weezard over here.
Yes. So, for my hero phase for the, this guy here, the wizard.
Oh, yeah, the weird knob.
Yeah, the weird knob.
That's
I call
right.
him wizard, but the weird knob, he's going to try to do magic on him, Arcane Bolt, and kill this guy because then that'll free him up.
Yeah, so I do have the Disgustingly Resilient, but you could easily take him out. Nurgle is a little tough, so you need to show a 5-up on 2 dice.
Yeah.
And I do have a chance to stop that. Okay!
Oh my god!
There's no orcs nearby to contribute to your power of Dawa, so that is a fail. And that is going to conclude the hero phase, I do believe, looking around, on to movement. So we're going to have the Mega War Boss on Maw Crusher come down here.
The Maw Crusher, he's going to jump down and try to get into fight.
He's going to do what he wanted to do and kill the Greater Unclean One. So the plan was for the Maw Crusher to get up here to originally do this, in the hopes that I didn't get a double turn, but I did, and I snaked up this way.
And I failed to roll, too.
That's true, you did fail your original charge when you went up there.
Yep.
So I currently still hold this objective until the Greater Unclean One here is killed. Alright, we are running this weird knob away.
The weird knob, I'm going to run him towards the objective here.
Yeah. It's daring. It might not work.
You never know. Oh, look at that.
Okay, so he's going 10 inches.
Yep. So we ran a little bit right to there anyhow.
Staying 3 inches away and trying to work towards getting that objective.
Yeah.
Alright, we have the Inward Bursting Bellow from the Maw
Crusher?
The Maw Crusher into my Greater Unclean One.
Yes.
Alright, so it's going to be 1 attack hitting on a 2 into my Greater Unclean One.
Here goes.
I mean, you can roll a 2 up, right? There we go. Now it's wounding on a 3. Can you wound me, though?
I think I can.
Yeah, you can. Right. You got me. Alright, here we go. 3 up because Mr. Shield. Do a 4 up. We're good. That's it for range attacks. We only have 1 charge to do here, and that's going to be with the Mega War Boss.
Yeah, and the Maw Crusher. That's it. The Great Unclean One is going to be cleaned.
You gotta roll double. You gotta roll your charge distance still. You can roll double 1 and fail.
True. I doubt it, but
we'll see.
a little excited there, Luka.
Double one? No, okay.
Yeah.
He's in. He can
He's
go.
in for sure. I know
Yeah.
he was in anyhow because he can taste the blood.
I wouldn't want to taste that blood. Destructive bulk time.
Yep.
Big charge, big meaty mass
Hey,
into another.
I may
big
kill
meaty
him here
mass.
and free up that marker.
3 mortal wounds on me. Alright, I got 3 5-ups to ignore these mortal wounds. I got 1. This only passes back in the combat phase, and this happens in the charge phase, so I just take 2 damage. Now, you're gonna fight first with your Mega War Boss and Maw Crusher into the Great Unclean One.
Yeah.
You can put all the attacks in the Great Unclean One.
It's the only sensible thing to do because if I kill them, he's still here.
And
He's
I'm
on the
still
objective.
Yeah. Alright, so the guy on top's gonna attack with his Boss Gore Haka and his Scrap Tooth. So, Boss Gore Haka first. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 3s
Here
to
comes
hit
some
me.
3s.
Actually, he's got 1 more attack each, sorry, because of your command ability. Which I...
Okay, so 1 more.
Yeah, 1 more. So we got 2, and these are wounding on 3s.
I'm getting them, Luka.
No, we get 1. -1, so I have a 4-up. I take 2 damage.
Nice.
But I ignore these on a 5-up. And I send 1 mortal wound back to you. So
Thanks, Luka.
I take 1, you take 1.
Thanks, Luka.
We're killing each other. Mutual self-destruction. Okay, he's down 13. I'm down 13. 5 attacks with the Scrap Tooth because of the +1 attack from your command ability. 3s and 3s again.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, Rob. Like, just what are you doing? There's a wound. Alright, I got myself a 4-up. I make it. Alright.
Whatever.
Maw Crusher's turn. Yeah, he's got 5 attacks with
Mighty Fist.
the Mighty Fist.
That's right.
Hitting on 2s.
5 attacks.
Because he's not wounded enough. There you go.
Oh,
And then 3s to wound me.
I've seen this before.
You can roll 3 up, right? Ah, it's not bad at all. Come on. Only missed 1.
4.
And these are -2, so I have a 5-up. Okay, I make 1. And these are 2 damage each. 3 damage each. That's 9 wounds. Tiresome blubber and bile saves. I save 3 of them, and I'm still taking 4, 6. I'm down to 7.
Whittling you down.
Yeah. Now for the bladed tail.
T3 attack.
For 3.
Nice.
And these are hitting on 4s.
4 as it is.
We got 1.
1.
And it's going to be a 3 to wound me.
3.
There you go, you got 1. -1 brings me to 4 up. We're good. So you got me down to 7. You did 9 wounds to me. And I did 1 to you. I was going to go ahead and retaliate with these Plague Bears. I'm going to have 9 attacks because of the champion. 4s to hit. Bleh. 3s to wound. You've got 3 of them.
3 wounds.
3 wounds on you.
I'll just brush that off.
Oh yeah, 4 up for you. 4 ups then.
Yep.
You lose 1 of your Ard boys. These guys are sticking around forever. They're not. They're just
like
trying
plague.
They're trying to tie them up, and I hate these stupid Ard boys.
All right. Well, I'm just taking 1 guy off, right?
That's your musician.
Ooh. Yeah. No, I don't want that.
No, that guy. Yeah, he's just a normal guy. So you have 9 in range. You have 4 attacks each because of the command ability. That's 36 and 37 attacks because the champion's in range as well. Yeah. Forced to hit me. It's a lot of dice.
It is. Watch me get 2.
I would like that. We can reroll that one.
4 to hit, you said, right?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a 6. Not too shabby. Definitely more than half.
Yeah.
Definitely more than half. Now
3s to wound.
This is where you always fail. The 3s to wound. It's almost impossible for you to roll a 3-up wound.
You have to say that, don't you?
Well, I have to try and survive. Boop. Pretty good. We got, what, 5, 10, 15, 16 wounds. I got a 5-up. Got a runaway die. And then of these 5-ups, I have a disgusting...
Come on.
What? It's just a pretty good roll. Disgustingly resilient. Saving me, oh my gosh, 3 more. I actually only take 4 wounds. Rob's having a conundrum here with the statistics of that.
Get the smile off your face.
I don't have a smile. I never smile.
No, not at all.
4. Might as well retaliate with my Great Unclean One. He's wounded to the point I only have 2 attacks with my Massive Bile Sword. 4s to hit. 3s to wound. Okay. These
of course.
These are -2. 2 5-ups. You make 1 fail when you take 3 damage, bringing you down to 10.
Not too bad, I guess.
Then I'll have my Plague Flail, 3 attacks. 3s and 3s. Oh, okay, I only got 1 wound. With a -1, so you're going to have a 4-up save. And this will be 2 damage.
Bam! There it is.
Hey, whoa. Come on, actually roll that.
There you go.
Alright, so no damage. And that's it for my attacks. That's all I have for retaliation. Alright, that's it for the fighting. I only killed one Ardboy, so you're not running away. We have to do Battle Shock, so I'll do my Battle Shock. I can't possibly lose any of my Plague Bears, but I could get them back on a 1. That's a 1.
Of course.
That was a 1. So I'm getting D6 Plague Bears back for 5. And they're just coming back in the back ranks there. Alright, because of his relic, for every wound he took, on a 4-up he gains that wound back. So he took 9 wounds, and on 4-up he gains them back.
Luka.
Well, he's only getting 2 back. He's back up to 9.
Can I counter that?
No. There's no reactions. And now for victory points, calculating them, I'm going to gain 2 for this one and 3 for that one for 5, putting me at 9 to 1. So it's looking pretty good for me. He doesn't, like normally in this scenario, you heal wounds for your heroes for every turn they're on it, but it's only for heroes, not behemoths. He's a behemoth. Pretty sure. I'll go double check. Yeah, definitely a behemoth on a Great Unclean One, so he doesn't heal wounds in addition to gaining points. Scores 9 to 1, the end of battle round 4. A recap of the turn was, at the start of it, I stole the initiative. I got to go first, which changed everything. Rob set up here to fight my Great Unclean One down here at the top of turn 4. But what turned out is my guy was able to run up, spew some bile on your Gorgruntas, take them out, or help the Plague Bears take them out, and then he went over here and took out the Brutes. That was like... That's all I needed. I just needed that one double turn to get into a perfect position, and it really put the game, it swung the game hard in my favor. So because of the double turn, it's unfortunate that it got me that far ahead. We're going to go on to the, well, and on your turn, you tried to retaliate, and on your turn, you tried your best to take the Great Unclean One off of there, and start racking up points for yourself, but the Great Unclean One is what a Great Unclean One is, very durable, hard to get off.
Right.
Sorry?
You said it right.
The Great Unclean One.
Yeah, not
greater Unclean One.
That's
I know.
right.
I don't know why I have a hard time with that. And the Shaman over here running off the objective in preparation for hopefully taking this one. He's not the worst in combat. He doesn't get D3 attacks. I do D3 damage each. Except you have to chew through all... Well, all you have to do is kill the hero off of it. But you'd have to charge in there, kill the hero off of it, and then hold it, and then survive against the Blight Kings and the Beast.
Yeah, and he's already got... He's down to 3 wounds now, so...
He's not in a good spot.
No.
Without further ado, we're going to go on to Battle Round 5 and roll off to see who gets the initiative. Alright, last Battle Round of the game. Who gets the initiative? You do! You get to go twice in a row now.
Yes!
You do? Oh, unless you want me to go. But I doubt that.
No.
My Plague track goes up 1 tick to the Plague of Misery, which essentially means you have to reroll your Battle Shocks for 1, so it's not really going to come up too much unless they really get hurt, but I don't see that happening. Okay, Rob, start your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm doing my command ability, obviously.
Yeah, just giving yourself the extra attacks.
Yeah, and for the Weird Knob Shaman, I should say, so I'm going to do an Arcane Bolt.
Am I Herald and Nurgle?
Oh, yeah.
Right, this could be it. You can check him out. 2d6. You need to show 5. It's not that hard. There's a 6. There you go. And I'm going to try and stop this on a 7. I don't, so my guy takes D3 mortal wounds, my Herald, or my Poxbringer, I should say. So D3, and I'm taking 3.
Nice.
Disgustingly resilient on a 5-up. I'm taking 2.
But 2 is better than none.
Yeah, oh yeah. Down to 3 on my Poxbringer. On to movement, there's not a whole lot to do. He's already where he needs to be. And then we're going to have... Well, he doesn't need to move either. So
nope.
Shooting, he's just going to do a shot at my Great Unclean One.
Oh yeah.
Alright, the Inner Bursting Bellow, 1 attack on a 2.
Oh, no.
Charge time. Weird Knob Shaman, 2d6.
Come on!
7, it's good enough to get right in my Herald.
For sure.
7 will take you right there. Sorry, getting 8, going 1 inch further around. So the weird thing is, over here, you obviously usually want to go first with your Maw Crusher, but if you don't go first with your Shaman, my Poxbringer could potentially kill you because you only have the 3 wounds and I have 3 attacks that do D3 damage each.
Yeah, I think the Auric Weird Knob Shaman, he's going to have to go first because I don't think you can kill him, and I'm probably going to be eating my words, but I'm going to attack him anyhow.
Alright, Weird Knob Shaman got D3 attacks into my Herald, my Poxbringer.
Give me a 6. 2.
You get 1 attack. This could still kill me. I only have 3 wounds. 4 to hit me. That hits. 3 to wound. Alright. Might as well swing back, starting with the Bile Sword. I didn't actually go up a bracket, I only healed 2. So 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 3s. That's a wound. It's -2. So you have a 5-up save. 1 5-up.
I just need a 6.
That's 3 damage, bringing you down to 7.
Yeah, but he's still in the game.
Yeah. I got 3 attacks with the flail now. Hitting on 3s. Never mind.
Oh, yes!
Never mind. Gorhak has 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Nice, winning on 3s. There you go.
Yes.
Better than last time.
Yep.
I'll have 4 up because I still have Mystic Shield up. Oh my gosh, there we go. Scraptooth has 5 attacks on 3s. Not a bad start. And 3s. Come on, what do you got? 2! 3 up save because no rend. We're good, no damage so far.
Really?
No, we got the Maw Crusher still though. 5 attacks with the Mighty Fist, only hitting on 4s though because he's about halfway dead. We're literally halfway dead. So we got 2 hits, and this is wounding on 3s with a -2. 1 wound with a 5 up. I make it, no, I'm just making all my saves. Now the tail's gonna have D3 attacks.
Oh yes, D3, sorry. My bad.
Whoop, for 2. And these are hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. We have, okay, nothing. Not a thing.
Matt, you had the 2 of them, it goes to 4.
Yeah, I know, but that's not how it works. Plague Bearers are going to go ahead and roll some attacks on you. 4s to hit, there's 10 of them in there, including, or there's 9 Plague Bearers, but 10 attacks because of the champion. 3s to wound. We have 5. You have a 4-up save. And that's killing off 1.5 Ard Boys. So that's going to kill off one of these Ard Boys.
Yeah.
This one's not attacking. He's not going to be able to attack for a while.
No, he's not. And then this guy's going to take a wound. Oh, sorry. Ah, stay in there.
9 guys in range still for 27 attacks. 28 because of the champion. 4th to hit.
Come on.
Okay. That's a pretty good amount of hits. 3s to wound my Plague Bearers who are just going to come back because I can't stop rolling 1s on my Battle Shock. I mean, that makes Plague Bearers good.
I just love when they come back again.
Yeah, you just keep killing them. Orcs are loving it, right?
Yeah.
Never stop fighting. That's pretty good. 5 up armor. Okay, making 2. I do have Disgustingly Resilient, though. Saving 2 more. I lose 5. That's how many came back last time. 1, 2, 3. That's the champion. 4, 5. My Herald is going to swing into the Shaman. See if he can take him out. 3s to hit. 3 hits, 3s to wound, 2 wounds. Alright, you have 2 6-up saves.
2 wounds left.
We make 1. Oh my gosh, alright, D3 damage. 1, he's got 2 wounds left.
That was lucky.
The Beast of Nergal is going to pile in. And try,
of course he is.
Try to take out the Shaman. He's got D6 attacks for 2, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. No. Now the Tongue's got 1 attack on a 3. No, he missed. Alright, the Blight Kings are next then. Lots of things wounded around here. 2 Blight Kings getting in range. One of them being the champion. So it'll be 7 attacks. 3s to hit. Yep, you're not wrong about failing them all. 3s to wound. And you have 1 5-up save. He's actually going to survive all of this.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's only 1 damage. He's got 1 wound left.
Yep.
But it's still my objective. That is going to be the end of Rob's turn. And essentially the end of the game only because Rob didn't get me off any of the objectives. I'm still holding it with my heroes. He had to kill them off to gain control of them. And that means Rob will score no points. The score will still be 9-1. And I could essentially... Well, I mean, I could end my turn and then run the Herald out and then just run my Greater Unclean One out and then I would win the game. And that is it. That's all I had to do. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the game. Hope you guys liked it. It came down to a double turn, which put the game in my favor. Otherwise, it was a close game for the first 3 turns of the game. I wasn't sure who was going to win. I was on the ropes. I was worried, but I always knew I had that chance for a double turn. That's why I still knew I was in the game. Getting a double turn later in the game, holding it until later in the game is a huge deal. Because when Rob finally got his double turn, he only had these, the weird knob, the Orcs, or the Ard Boys, and your Maw Crusher. And he was just stuck in combat, the Great Unclean One. The Great Unclean One proved to be very durable, especially at the end where he took no damage. I spiked all my saves, though, is why. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the game. Make sure to check out the vault for the second game, and happy wargaming, everyone.
Hey there, guys, don't forget to click the link below to see a battle report between Josh and myself. It's going to be a lot of fire. It's going to be Fire Slayers against Tzeentch Flamers. Like fire everywhere. Everything's on fire. This table's on fire.